Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Can you all hear me okay? Let me know, y'all. Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Can y'all hear me? Is the audio good? Is it crisp? It's not sounding robotic. That was Shamea's people on the line, honey, upset. You said not Gerald messing with the satellite dish, honey. Come on, y'all. Can you hear me? Are we good? Are we good? Okay, we're good. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, good. Thank God. Yes, honey. Yes, God is very good. He is very good. Okay, we are back, y'all. We are back. God is good. Not the landlord messing with the audio. Okay, you can hear me. All right, y'all. Hey, y'all. Come on in. Okay, Jesse, I'm screaming the picture of the hat. I am screaming so loud. Y'all see Jesse's profile picture? I am yelling so loud. Come on, y'all. Come on in. Thank you all so much. I'm happy that you are here. We're good, y'all. Okay, no, I was scared for a minute too. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you. Come on in the room. How are y'all feeling? How are y'all doing? Thank you guys. You guys are very sweet. Thank you. Let me find out Drew's horse and attack the live. We're going to talk about that because that was a fool. Thank you guys. We're good now. Shamea has left the live. Yes, honey. You're out of the matrix. Yes, I am. Yes. So I was trying to say that. I was trying to say that in the last live before the audio got all messed up. But yeah, I watched Kelly's interview with Carlos King earlier today. I think Kelly is delusional. Kelly really believes the lies that she tells herself. Carlos has never been speechless ever. When you have Carlos King speechless by what you're saying, because when she said, coming on to Atlanta, I set the standard, and Carlos asked her, what do you mean by that? What standard did you set? Because these girls were dipping and doing it before you even got on the scene 16 years later. So I'm confused. Yeah, I think Kelly is delusional. I think that she's a great interviewer, but delusional. Okay. Notice that she'd go over Carlos's house. Yes, she did. She did. She went to his house because usually they have it at a hotel or he'll rent a place out for them to do it. And he said, "No, baby, come on over to my house. I'm not doing anything special for you." Can't we talk about the meeting? Oh, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about Shamea and her lawyer in a second. Marlo's one who really set the standard. Yes, I agree. When it comes to the fashions on Atlanta, I think that things really turned up a notch when Marlo came on the scene. Now, Marlo, I know I've been hard on you, but one thing about it, I can always give the girls their credit. I can always give Marlo her tens. Marlo did not play about the fashions. When it came to being designered out, putting the pieces together, she did that. She ate. And she's definitely behind why they elevated as a cast. The same with Erica Jane coming on Beverly Hills. Because when Erica Jane came on, she had the full glam squad. She did not play about that makeup and those looks. She had her stylist. I mean, LVP and Kyle, they gave the girls a cute fashion, but Miss Mamas came on the scene and Erica changed the game for the whole entire franchise as a whole. Now, you know how I feel about Miss Erica, but I will always give the girls their tens when they are due. Erica and Marlo definitely changed the game, I feel, when it comes to the glam squads and the stylists and the fashions, in my opinion. So, yes, too bad Marlo couldn't be a good full-time housewife. I agree. Her men paid her well. They did. We have C Diggy in the building. Hey, Chris. Chris, are you excited? You and Alex's live show is literally what, 4 days away? This Saturday, y'all, the Green Room 42. Make sure to get your live stream tickets if you have not already. It's going to be a time, okay? Kelly really tried to say no one knew Paris Che before her and Carlos. Yes. Carlos was like, no, babe, he's been on the scene for years. That's what I'm saying. Kelly is very delusional because I understand that you and Paris Che, your former stylist, fell out, but don't sit up there and down him and act like he didn't have any emotion before he came on, before he joined your team. Okay. And also, Kelly, no shade, but the reason why you guys fell out because you weren't paying him. Paris let all the receipts fly that you weren't paying him. And that's why he left. So don't sit up there and try to put salt on his name and put dirt on his name now because you guys aren't working together because you can't afford him. No shade. I am all for confidence and feeling good about yourself. but you can tell that Kelly doesn't believe what she's saying. You get like, yes, I agree with you that she wants us to believe that she's that girl, but she doesn't believe that she's that girl. Because even when she said at one point in the interview, I was that girl before I came on the show. I lived that life. I had helicopters. I had reindeers at Christmas. The other girls didn't have that. It's just like, babe, we've seen a lot of extravagant living on Housewives, especially on Atlanta. Yes, there have been some broke moments on Atlanta, but still, don't act like, you changed the game when that digital dropped. Shout out to Beyonce. You didn't know such thing. I think that Kelly wants us to believe that she's that girl, but she needs to believe it first, and then maybe we'll believe her next. Okay? She said, I had helicopters, but you said, girl, we've seen your husband. And also, did you catch what she said at one point when she said, I love that man, despite what he looks like, despite what it is now, despite what people say about him, I was in love with him. She definitely knows what we're saying about her ex-husband. Yeah. She's desperate. No, she is desperate. Kelly is delusional. I agree. Kelly, but you're broke now. You guys are so silly. Sheree wasn't having it like that, but she has a house. Kelly, she said she had reindeer at Christmas, all that. Heavy on had. It's nice to have helicopters if you can actually afford them. Yeah, it's an easy watch. It's only an hour and 28 minutes. It's not gonna take up so much of your time. Feel free to clean the house while you have it on full blast. So yeah, it's a short watch. If Kelly was that girl, we would have heard of her before Atlanta. I agree. He looked like Casey before JoJo. You guys are so silly. Hey, Devonta Franklin, thank you for the super chat. It's giving Shamea's almost in love with Porsha. We're going to talk about that, friend. Hey, Dream Girl, thank you for the super sticker. Hey, Jacob, thank you for the super chat. This interview made me see why Shamea and Kelly are friends, both delusional. Yes, I agree with you. Oh, y'all are reading down in these comments. Put it on 2 times speed. Yeah, if you put it on 1.5, 2 times speed, you should finish the interview in like 35 minutes, okay? Hey, Dream Girl, thank you for the super sticker. Yes, she has delusions of grandeur. Very much so. Very similar to a Sheree Whitfield. So now, y'all, let's get into the recap, y'all. Enough about Miss Kelly. We'll talk about her later on, but let's get into this episode. May I say, I don't know if it was just me, but this episode felt like weird. I can't explain it. It just felt so weird. Like the ending of this episode, it was all so bizarre. Shamea's Halloween/launch party. I don't know why this episode felt so weird to me, but it did. Why are we having a launch party for a business that we have not even signed the contract for? Like we're not even in partnership with? It just doesn't make any sense, but okay. Yes, the ending was, it was filler. It was disjointed. I felt the same way. We see each other. We all see each other. Okay, yeah, it was unfinished. Yeah, it was an add-on. It was all over the place. Yes, it was all over the place. Angela, girl, I know you watch. Angela, I am so sorry, but this whole you'll be vindicated was a fool. You were not vindicated at all. This was embarrassing, but we're going to talk about that later on. So, y'all, we open up the episode. Everybody is back from Scotland, and we see Shamea meeting up with her lawyer, Maximilian. Everybody who's named Maximilian, every man that I've met named Maximilian, they are always a lawyer, doctor, always rich. Like they're always well off. Nobody with that name that I've met has ever been broke, and I love that. That's a good, like with that kind of name, certain names, you have to be somebody. You can't just be like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be like exceptional. So I've noticed that. Yes, it's a very rich name. Yes, it is. It is. Now hold on, because I saw y'all getting on Shamea. She was wearing a trench. She takes her coat off. I know a lot of y'all are getting on her about her outfit. She has this chocolate brown. I mean, that bodysuit or that baby, that she looked good. Even the camera was gagged because, baby, the way they lingered on her butt, Shamea looked so good in that outfit. She did. I mean, I know folks are saying, why would you meet your lawyer, in that outfit? And I get it, but like, she looks good. She looks amazing. Like, she looks so, I said, Shamea, girl, you better eat down. She looks so good. So that's my thoughts on the matter. Yes, honey. You said yes. The body is a 10. Outfit is a 2. It wasn't appropriate. That's all. Shamea did look good. She looked amazing. She knew what she was doing. She looked good. Shamea is a married lady and a mom of 2 daughters. She was able to dress like a single girl on the prowl. Oh, I mean, just because you're married, you can't be sexy if you're a mom or married. That's what's that's when I see the way people talk about married women and moms, it's like you can't be sexy because like that's a sad way to think, in my opinion. I mean, in my opinion, it wasn't giving on the prowl to me. Okay, yes. Now, was it the right outfit for the lawyer's office? No. Yes, I agree with you. There is a time and a place for everything. But overall, if she had worn that out dinner with the girls or out shopping, I was here for it. Yeah, okay, we see each other, friend. We see each other. Yeah, I don't like all that on the prowl. Like, what does that mean? She looked good, but it's inappropriate in my opinion. The editing room is full. On the prowl to a nun. Oh no. Oh, you said sexy is always in, okay? Yes, my husband wants me to look good when I go out because it makes him look good. Exactly. I just want me to be serious for once at a business meeting. You can be funny and professional. I agree. No, I agree with that. I do agree with that. I think she worked because it was being filmed. I don't like Shamea, but my man would not be happy. You said you could be sexy, but it wasn't appropriate for the meeting, and there is a way to be sexy and elevated. Even Maximilian did not know where to look. You said, yes, honey. Beyonce did say, if you got it, flaunt it. Okay. Exactly, honey. Exactly. On the prowl to Gerald. Baby was hating on Shamea. She looked good. Baby, if I had that body, I'd be lit too. I'm going to give this body that you met, the first met. Yes. That you first met for as long as I can. Okay. Listen, like, as long as everything is still like, I mean, she is snatched. Where is her waist? Everything is sitting. I mean, please, like, show it off. I'm all for showing it off. If you got it, if the waist is snatched, go ahead and do it. Like I'm here for it, but just not at the lawyer's office though. But everywhere else, yes, that body is money well spent. I agree. Okay. There wasn't cleavage or crack out, but a tailored suit would have worked. Yes, she could have done an old nasty tailored suit. We could have got a cute 3-piece Tom Ford. We could have really, I mean, Shamea, you could have really shown out at this lawyer's office. We could have gotten so much. But the outfit ate, but just not for this time. But let's move on, yo. Let's just move on. Okay. Let's move on, y'all. So anyhow, she says that she's still jet lagged and sleep deprived from Scotland. Maximilian asked how was her trip. She says, I didn't even get to enjoy the trip. When I came home, I talked to my husband and he said, I'm going to have to take you back. Shamea, I think I said this before, but you have this tendency to always bring the mood down. You're on this Debbie Downer tea, and it's really bothering me. Every time somebody goes on to ask you how you're doing, how are you feeling, there's always this like, well, my dog ran away, the cat got sick, the fish walked out, my baby left me and is never coming back. It's always a sob story. Sometimes you just have to suck it up and say, I'm well, all is well, I'm good, things are great, things are swell, the trip was good. Maximilian's eyes were glazed over. You're giving his whole, your whole sob story. He's like, baby, I just asked you how you were doing, how the trip was. Just say good and let's keep it pushing. You think that everybody cares about your sob stories, and they don't. And you do want a pity party, and it's bothersome to me. You want pity so bad. I'm just like, girl, enough already. I don't want anybody pitying me. Like, no, ma'am. As far as everybody knows, my life is perfect, and that's it, and that's all. I don't want anybody pitying me or feeling sorry for me, but she really enjoys people feeling sorry for her, and I can't stand it. She does it all the time. Shamea, I'm just saying this with love and concern. I really hope that you're not always the Debbie Downer of the group, because you do it constantly. Even at the end of the episode with that toast, you bring it back to the trip and how you brought the mood down and you're sorry. It's like, can we ever just get a happy, upbeat moment, please? It's enough already. So now the producer goes on to ask her in her confessional, can you talk about how exhausting the trip was? Shamea says, when it comes to Scotland, I don't have time for the haggis or the bull. Can we move past that? You want to move past it, but you're always talking about how horrible the trip was every chance you got in the episode. She says, I want to focus on launching this rum. So now Maximilian says, well, you have a party coming up. And Shamea is asking, is the family in agreement with everything? Maximilian says, well, they were up until this morning. He gives her the bad news. Initially, they were supposed to be in a partnership and she was going to have an equity stake in their U.S. operations. But the contract sent this morning is now just her having the chance to purchase at a wholesale price. So it's not a partnership. I said, whatever that means, honey. She says, if we're not marrying each other, then what's the point? This came out of left field. So Shamea gives us the history on the rum company and the family. She says, right now, the family has a contract. Clark's Court has been around since 1937, and it's a Black-owned company. She says, I feel like I've wasted my time, energy, and resources. Here I am, this young budding entrepreneur, and I'm able to see both sides of it, but right now the ball is in their court. She goes on to say that, we're not on the same page, and it's annoying because half of the women have gotten their bum molds done. Now, mind you, the rum is called Rum Bum. So she sent them molds of their, she wants them to do like a butt mold for their own bottle of rum, right? So we see in the unaired scenes that somebody was there to make a mold of their butts, right? Everybody did it except for Porsha. Now, let me say this. We do know that when she went on Carlos King a few weeks ago or a month ago, she did say that the whole rum business has been put on hold. She's not doing that anymore. So we know that after this episode aired, it's gone kaput. It's been a flat out halt, right? Shamea, I think a lot of y'all agree with me about this. Shamea gives aimless and restless. Those are the only two words I can describe Shamea right now. I just feel like she's seeking something. She's not fulfilled. And then she's these businesses, she's throwing anything at the wall, hoping that something sticks. Because I'm sorry, Shamea, you saying that you're disappointed by by this whole thing happening, the family not coming into agreement with you to get into business together. I don't think that your heart is really in this rum business. You didn't even do your proper research earlier this season on rum. I think that you're just you want to be a businesswoman so bad, but your heart's not in this. And I think it's a blessing in disguise that it did not work out because your heart's not in this. And we can tell it's a quick money grab and it's something for show, but your heart's not in this, mama. It's not. I need you to go back to the drawing board. And also, it's okay. Not everybody on Housewives needs to come up with a business. I think that that's the issue. Everybody who comes on the show now thinks that I need to start a business. If it's not organic, then don't do it. It's okay to be a housewife, collect your checks, collect your endorsements, and move on. But this whole, I have to start a business because I'm on the show, it's not for everybody, in my opinion. Yeah, she is insatiable. She's not satisfied. She's not satiated at all. She's still hungry. And I need her to get a grip and ask herself, what is going to make me happy? Because this is not it. She's searching for something that she has not found yet. And I feel sorry for her. She's very aimless. There's no direction. Yes, very much unfulfilled. I agree. It's because Porsha's business is thriving. I think it's that. I think that it is an inner competition, a one-sided competition, in my opinion. Yes, just be the lavish housewife. I agree. There's a lane for that. Like, give us Heather Dubrow. What I like about Heather Dubrow, she's not peddling business after business. She's on the show. She's on OC, living the wealthy life, flipping homes, doing this, that, and the third. And that's what it is. We're not getting, oh, here's my new business. And it's enough already. Shamea, I think you would be better served going the Heather Dubrow route versus trying to go the Candy Burris, Porsha, Bethany Frankel route, in my opinion. Just my 2 cents. Yes, she is lacking direction. I agree. Do you think it could be a form of loneliness? Maybe. You think she's lonely, like in her personal life? Listen, I'm not here to diagnose anybody or overanalyze anybody. I'm going to take her word that her marriage is a very happy marriage, but there's something she's lost. She's not fulfilled, in my opinion. Yes, not everybody has business acumen. I agree. Heather competes with nobody. She doesn't. I love that about Heather. I love that. Yeah, Shamea has she has 2 sisters. We met them last season. Yes, I agree. She's doing anything to try to get the audience to like her instead of being genuinely herself. I agree. Rum is a very competitive business. I agree. No, it's so true. You'll be going against companies that have been around since colonial days. It's very true. And I think that Shamea is doing herself a disservice by entering this rum business very blindly with no business acumen. And, Shamea, this whole thing, I could have told you was not going to work in the beginning. Your heart's not in it, and we can all see it. So anyhow, Shamea goes on to say that this keeps her up at night about how she could possibly fail. She is already over 6 figures in. We have to figure this out. Shamea girl, 6 figures in, I'd be pissed. Knowing you said it in real time, current day, that the rum business and you guys are no longer in partnership, I'd be livid to have 6 figures already spent. But this is what happens when you're doing things because you want a quick buck and your heart's not fully in it. You end up losing money. A mess. Just a hot mess. And your husband tried to tell you, hey, babe, I think you want to pump the brakes on this, and you didn't want to listen to him. I don't know why, but yes, Shamea, I feel sorry to hear that you spent 6 figures on it and it's been a whole flop. Yes, 6 figures and not a bottle to show for it. Yes, it's a shame. No deal in place, no ownership, a mess. She wasted that amount in the music career too. But you know what though? We could see that her heart was in it. She's always wanted to be a singer. My thing is, invest the money in your passion. She was not passionate about this rum business. A mess. Listen, honey, just a hot mess. So now we get to K. Michelle. She's having a nighttime yoga session with her 2 yoga instructors, and she says that it's going to be a delicious time. Well, no, the instructors tell her it's going to be a delicious time, right? So it's K. Michelle and her husband, Dr. Caston, and Angela and Charles are joining them, right? It's a double date. K. Michelle is taking her shoes off. We find out that she does not want her toes to be shown. She says that her toes are long as hell. She can play the piano with her toes, and nobody in America will ever see her toes. I'm sure your toes are just fine, K. Michelle. So we go on to see Angela and Charles join them. K. Michelle says this session is supposed to bring intimacy and sexual healing. So now Angela makes a joke saying that the assholes are back together, meaning K. Michelle and her husband. We see the flashback of them cutting up at Porsha's house in episode 1. K. Michelle says, Charles is an asshole, but I relate to assholes. The whole thing, right? So Kay goes on to say that what people don't understand is that me and Angela check on each other. I know her outside of all the drama. And she says that after Scotland, I don't think anything differently of Angela, because one thing about Angela, she's going to bring it to the table, and that's the type of woman that I respect. So now the yoga session starts. Child, K. Michelle had her husband in a headlock. I said, baby, there is no sort of romance with them, not even in a tantric sex yoga session. They can't even have an intimate moment. I said, my God. But at least at least he was laughing and having fun, because usually he's so dull. So now, at one point, they do this move where Angela and K. Michelle are laying on their backs right on the mat, and they open up their legs, and their husbands are spreading their legs. And so when I tell you Charles is a mess, he was talking about some, put those size 12s up in the air. I said, I said, don't do your wife. I said, not a size 12, honey. So now we actually see Dr. Caston say that K. Michelle is so sexy. I said, wait, hold on. Is this the first time we're hearing him give her a compliment? Because since they've been on the show, I have not heard that man give her one compliment. It's always her taking charge, leading him, telling him to hold her hand or give her a hug. The first time that we've ever seen him, by his own initiative, give her a compliment. I said, well, I guess small victories at least, but a mess. Honey, the first compliment of the season, honey, I said, wow. I said, it only took 16 episodes for us to hear him compliment his wife. That was the first time he actually sounded like he wanted K. Michelle. I almost shed a tear for her. I know. He actually looked at her with some desire in his eyes. He was like, oh, you look so sexy. He was like, you are so sexy. I was like, oh. I said, okay. All right. I'm happy to see this. Thank God. Now, let's move on, because I don't feel like battling women who are in dry marriages and don't hear compliments. I don't want to hear them come for me. I don't want. Let's move on, because I can already feel how it's about to turn. You already know. Yes, honey, some life in those eyes. Exactly. He wasn't dead in the eyes this time. A small victory, honey. Now, okay, so you know how in the cartoons, when they would get beat up, or in comic books, somebody got beat up, they would have those like tic-tac-toe patches on their cheeks, convey they got beat up or punched in the cheek. Why does it look like he has those tic-tac-toe, like in the cartoon? like it looks like he was in a fight. What? Does anybody notice that? Does anybody notice it? Now you said deadpan eyes, honey. Do you guys know? Yes, looking like Martin after the boxing match. No, do you know what I'm saying? Like, in the cartoons when they when they would beat somebody up and they do you notice that? Okay, let's, like the Tom and Jerry beatdown. You remember? You know what I'm saying? Okay, I just noticed that. So you know what I'm saying? So I know, I just noticed that. Hannah, you guys are so silly. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all, let's move on, honey. Where were we? Where were we, child? And then he's always in a sweatshirt. Like every time there's a costume party, he just shows up. When Shamea had Gerald's 60th birthday party, he showed up with a sweatshirt on and and that graduation stole. He doesn't give a damn, honey. He shows up like he just rolled out of bed. He has that sweatshirt on, and you can't tell him a thing. He had the sweatshirt on during yoga. In the next scene with Porsha, when they went bowling, then he showed up to Shamea's party with that sweatshirt on. I said, him in that sweatshirt. Oh my gosh. Yes, Chris. Yes. So anyhow, Angela goes on to make a joke about Angela's like, that's not how they're doing it. And Charles says, well, I don't care. That's how I'm doing it. So Angela says, when you go to yoga, that's the type of moves you do. He says, yeah. So Angela's like, so when you're with a female partner, you hold her legs in the air. Charles says, no. Angela, you already know what I think when it comes to you and Charles. I'm going to move along. God bless. But it was nice to see you guys have a fun banter in the confessional. That was funny. Angela's like, have you learned anything new during this session? Charles says, yeah, I can bring a partner and hold your legs in the air at the same time. I could not stop laughing. That was actually funny. So now Angela says he got nothing from the class. So now they start talking about Scotland. Angela says, since Scotland, have you talked to Shamea? K. Michelle says, no, I actually haven't. I don't know where she is with that. It's not normal with Shamea. Maybe it's deeper than that. So Angela's like, wait, with me? K. Michelle says, no, just period. So now Angela says, when it comes to Shamea, she knows how to set the tone where she's looked at as the victim, and she's a professional victim. I know that's your friend, but it's the truth. Angela, I do agree with you there. Shamea is a professional victim. Now, all the Shamea stands, do not get mad, but you cannot deny the facts that your girl is a professional victim. It is always somebody else's fault. She is always the victim in every scenario, situation, dilemma. Shamea is always the innocent victim who did nothing wrong, didn't say anything, never provoked anybody. It's always they're getting up on her. She's being bullied. It's always that. It's never her fault, ever. Angela might be on some BS about the whole George and Ashley thing, but when it comes to her being a victim, that you're on point with. So now, K. Michelle says, I know that's my friend, but I am very fair. After Scotland, me and Shamea are disconnected. It hurts my feelings because I talk to her every day. It's only right to have a face-to-face conversation because I do care about her in our relationship. And if she feels left out, she feels bullied. So Angela's like, girl, please. K. Michelle says she feels hurt. Angela says, but you're the one hurting people. The weapon is in her hands. Until she figures that part out, she'll always be the victim in her own mind. I agree. Shamea, if you do come back for season 18, I hope you take stock and reflect, and I hope that you course correct and just own up to what you do. Just my 2 cents. I mean, I really want Shamea to win. Shamea is beautiful, a great lifestyle, aspirational, looks amazing, body T, that face card is everything. But I think that she suffers and fails in accountability. And if she could just take accountability, she could really soar. My 2 cents. Shamea is a victim all the time, but Angela is obsessed. I agree. I think that, okay, so you're saying that she doesn't have the it factor. There are housewives who don't have the it factor. Oh, you know what? Okay, I was trying to tie this up nicely, but now that you say it, I feel like all the housewives who don't have the it factor are desperados. Because I was going to say a few people, but I said, you know what? No, they're all in the same boat. So you know what, Devin? I might have to agree with you. I mean, I feel like Shamea could have it. It's there, but she needs to get out of her own way. Because, like, I don't want to put Mama in that Angie K, Sutton Brown territory. Like some of the girls on Potomac who don't have the it factor either. You know what? I'm trying not to put her in that box. I feel like Shamea could have it if she would just get out of her own way. I don't know. It's self-sabotage. Definitely the I, but not the T. Shamea, Angie. She could be a good part of an ensemble, but wouldn't be the star of the show, if that makes sense. Yes, yes. Like, we have our housewives. We do no. Okay, you're right. We do have our housewives where it's like they're a great housewife and they might be a top 50 housewife, but they'll never be the star of their show, and that's okay because everybody can't be the star of their show. But they're still needed and they're still a top 50 girl. You get what I'm like? Oh, in season 2, she doesn't have it. Oh, you said no, ma'am. It's interesting correlation. Like, friend, don't get me wrong. Angie comes to work on SLC. I don't want to get too far off on a tangent. Angie K comes to work and Mama is clocked in. And I'm not saying that she hasn't given us scenes, but she's very desperate though. From the time she joined the show as a friend in season 3, it was desperation. Like, you get what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying, friend? Like, yes, Mama has given us some moments, but the desperation overrides what could be. Does that make sense? Yes, honey, I love Angie K too, but Miss Mama is we see each other. She could be it, and she works on self-awareness. She has some self-work to do. I agree. Shamea gives something to me. They both get beat on and come back for more. Angie's desperate for attention, love her damn, but she begs for attention. Angie, I like, but she's not fully there. Angie K is so depressed. I would choose Shamea over her every day. Angie jumped the shark. She did. She did. She did. This show has gone to her head, honey, and it has made her brain swell up 20 sizes. Because every moment with Angie is, I need this moment to land. She's trying to create a soundbite. She wants this job. She wants this fame so bad. Like, it's so sad. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, Jacob, thank you for the super chat. Allegedly, even Angie's husband thinks she has changed for the show, according to Carlos King. I believe it. But you know what, though? He did say that in one of the seasons when they had the marriage problems. Was that season 5? Whenever Monica joined the show, her storyline was the marital issues. He did say that the show had gone to her head in a roundabout way. So I believe every word of it. I believe that it's the reason why they're getting divorced now, for sure. Hey, Jacob, thank you for the super chat. Shamea is a hype girl. She should have done a peach shot drink called Pop Your Peach. That would have been cute. Like, see, like, it's stuff like that. A cute collaboration with an already established alcohol brand would have been great. It's like Shamea doesn't think. That's a really cute idea. Now, Shamea, if you steal this, make sure to give Jacob their 10% and give me my 10% too, because it was on my channel. Okay. Hey, Sky explains it all. Thank you for the super chat. Everyone does not need to be a boss. That's fine. To be fair, it is called Housewives, not Work Wives. Yes, Sky. Sky, we see each other because I'm tired of all these women coming out with a new business that they don't even care about. It's a quick money grab. A mess. You said Shamea has no drive. She needs you on her team. Shamea needs to leave before what's happening to Angie and her husband happens to her in Simple Living Gerald. Not Simple Living. Don't now, hold on. Not you called Gerald Simple Living, honey. I'm screaming. Wait, okay, I'll say this, though. Gerald might be quiet, and I'm being nice. That's an understatement, but he's not simple living like Jared from Rhode Island. Like, he's quiet, but he's not simple, because Gerald is designer down and he drives his Rolls Royce Phantom, and he's a quiet man, but he's not a simple man like Jared, where Jared and them, they're having taco night with, with the broken can opener. If you watch Rhode Island, you remember that episode. But yeah, no, he's a quiet man, but that's not simple life. He's just quiet. Yes, honey. Quiet luxury down. Okay. Yes, honey. He loves luxury. He loves, yes, honey. He's just monotone. He's just monotone and, very quiet and reserved. The personality isn't really there, but that man loves him some luxury. He's probably Louis Vuitton, Tom Ford, Gucci down. Okay. Prada down. Okay. A good old nasty Prada briefcase in the closet. So You said, I like quiet, Gerald, okay? Quiet, yes, honey, a quiet life, and not a simple life, okay? All right. Oh, Jameer, now she going in on Ashley's tacos. Gerald shows up more in her YouTube videos. Yes, he does. Honey, when I tell you, we're going to, now listen, friend, we're going to talk about that because the way I fell out when he took that mic and actually spoke. I said, not Gerald saying more than, I'll do my impression later on for y'all. Yes, honey, he's smiling with the top down, okay? The top down, honey, on that drop top Rolls Royce Phantom. Stop it. That taco was a choice, honey. Child. So anyhow, we get on over to Porsha. Porsha's having a photo shoot at home with her and Pilar. She says that she wants to replace the pictures that she had of her and Simon. The way production blurred out Simon's face had me yelling. So we have her photographer there. Her sister Lauren is there, cheering them all on. They're both wearing red. Pilar and Porsha look beautiful. Pilar is such a pretty, adorable girl. I mean, just such a pretty girl. I feel like all the housewives have just such cute kids. Adorable. So now Pilar had me screaming. She was like, Mommy, please, like, suck your belly in. Hold your belly in, girl. You got your belly sticking out. Like, suck it up. She said, control it, okay? Control it. I said, one thing about it, honey, a kid is going to tell you the truth. Don't ever play yourself, honey. They're going to tell you, no, baby. Control that. Suck it up. Suck it in right now. Even Porsha was gagged. She was like, all right. She was like, baby, way to keep mama in check, okay? Pilar runs a strict program, honey. She said, baby, F what you heard, baby. Suck that in, okay? Stop. You're eating too many chicken wings, girl. Control it, all right? Thank you. She said, tighten up, honey. Tighten up. She was not playing. Porsha says Pilar has become my entire world. I don't even know if I didn't have her. I don't know if I'd be this strong. She says, in the past, I put myself in a box as a wife, and I did lose a bit of Porsha, but I want to get back to who I am. She says, after selling the Duluth home, changing these pics out, doing some self-healing, I think I'm headed down the right path. So now the photo shoot is over, and we see Porsha and her sister Lauren sit down to chat. So Lauren's like, have you been having a restful time after Scotland? Porsha says, honestly, girl, I've shut down since the trip. I've been super tired. Mike's been busy. She says, I've been swaying lately, though. I saw Sway yesterday, but Mike has been FaceTiming me to check in. So Lauren says, oh, you're still undecided between Sway and Mike. We're going to talk about Mike later on. But Mike always gives me that he is so ecstatic for that camera time and a free meal and a free outing. He just gives me that I am so happy for this cute day rate and the free gas card and the craft services, along with this, free meal in front of me and some camera time to add on to my IMDb. Like, he just gives me so thirsty. We're going to speak on him, friend. Trust me. Trust and believe. So now, Porsha says, Mike and I have great chemistry. We have a good time together, but I don't want to throw it away because if a baby is a deal breaker, I don't want a baby. So Lauren's like, are you holding on to not hurt his feelings? Porsha says, I don't want to be cruel. So Lauren says, that's what I'm saying. Oh, Lauren says, yes, that's what I'm saying about, you don't want a child. Porsha says, I still want to continue to date and still in the explore stage. So now she goes on to say that she's having a double date with her and Mike and K. Michelle and her husband. She says, I want to get back around him and just vibe again and make a decision if we need to even continue. Porsha, you know good and well that you are not into Mike like that. Like, we got to be for real. we have got to be for real. You are not going to end up with Mike. And we see that you picked Sway, right? You guys know how I feel about being evenly yoked, and women who have a lot of money need to marry a man or date men who have the same amount of money or more, and not date and marry down. Okay? Period, right? I could have told you way back when this whole thing with her and Mike was not going anywhere. Because one thing about it, Porsha's not going to ever marry or date down. So this whole thing, I knew Mike was on borrowed time from jump. Okay? This was a cute little, okay, you want some camera time, we can have a cute time, but it's not anything serious. So I don't even know why she's even acting like this had potential to be a serious thing, in my opinion. Okay, we see each other. Wait, let me say this, y'all. Let me say this, Greg. This new season of Married at First Sight. You know it's on Peacock now, right? Now I don't really watch the show all like that, but I went to the premiere party a few weeks ago. You guys saw the pictures. We watched the second episode, right? The brainwash when it comes to Black women, because the Black woman on the show this season, she's an executive, an SVP of some company. She makes over $300,000. And when she told the matchmaker, I want to be evenly yoked when it comes to salaries, a Black man, mind you, he's talking about the average salary that a man makes in this country is only $65,000. Baby, it don't matter about what everybody else is making. If I'm making $350, that man better be making $350 or more, period. I just hate how people play in Black women's faces, because every other race of women gets to say, I'm not dating down. I make this, I grew up with a millionaire father. I'm not going back. But yet let a Black woman say that now all hell breaks loose. It's sick. It's sick. I just had to get that off of my chest because that pissed me off so bad. Exactly. Let's start there. Baby, listen. Honey, exactly. If you're exceptional, God bless, God bless average, but that's not my portion. If you're an exceptional above average person, you deserve above average exceptional as well. Talking about the average person, that's great for the average person. But as for me and my home, I'm used to above average. I'm used to 6 figures, 7 figures. I'm just so mad this woman even came on the damn show in the first place. I need Black women to stop going on certain shows for love. It's desperate. And these folks play in your face and give you people who are not at your same caliber. It's a mess. No, it really is. It truly is conditioning. It's a sickness. It's evil. It's really evil. It all plays into what Tyler Perry said about, Black women need to stop all this and be happy if that man can pay the light bill. And then you have Iyanla talk about, if you make $3 million as a woman, why can't you get with the bus driver? It's sickness. It's a sickness, and it has to stop. Yes, he did. He was trying to hold back from saying that, but he did want to say that. He did want to, and he was almost, baby, because they said the average amongst is less than that. So he really wanted to say, well, girl, if they make $60,000, that's a good deal, because usually they make 30. A mess. Thank you. Exactly, honey. Listen, a hot mess. I need for Black women to stop going on those shows. Stop. I think that Married at First Sight is the worst show for women, especially Black women, to go on. That's a mess. You're better off on Love Island or Love is Blind over Married at First Sight. A mess. Child. It's a sickness. It's a sickness. So, no. Wait, I'm screaming. You are so silly. You're going to get me in trouble if I read this out loud, because I don't want them to say that we're job shaming or anything, child. So your comment has me screaming so loud. Your comment is taking me out right now. Oh my gosh. Yes, honey, a mess. Get the free trip to the island and not worry about love. Okay, exactly. Exactly, honey. Oh, y'all have me screaming. Hey, Dark Child, thank you for the super chat. And after 6 episodes, we're supposed to believe that he enjoys the company of a woman. Wait, Sean from Married at First Sight, a mess. The way her face fell when she met him at that altar, I said, this is a hot mess. I feel so sorry for her. I feel so sorry for her. Hey, M Love Black always. Thank you for the super chat. It's pure laziness. I'm out on disability leave for my job, and I'm still looking up courses to further my career, increase my pay. I know that's right. Also, I want to say, I hope everything is well with you, and God bless you. And listen, honey, as long as you put in that work, all good is coming to you. So I'm going to say a prayer for you, and I hope everything is all right. But yes, it is pure laziness, though, because when you have that drive to really get somewhere and do something in life, nothing will stop you. But, God bless you. And thank you for sharing. Hey, Damon Jones, thank you for the super chat. Maybe Shamea needs to take business classes down at Indiana Southwest Christian University. You are so silly. You guys are so silly. Oh, my gosh. Hey, Sky Explains It All. Thank you for the super chat. There was a Black woman I knew who was making $300,000 a year. She said it's okay for a man worked at McDonald's, did not have to pay bills, but she can take care of herself. Sky, don't tell me nothing else. I don't want to hear another word. I want to say something so bad, but I know that I will blow the roof off of this chat. A cautionary tale. This is desperation. This is desperation. Godspeed. Don't tell me anything else. Sky, don't tell me anything else. Yes, it is low self-esteem. It is. Honey, my jaw hit the floor too. We'll talk in another live, okay? We'll talk, because when I tell you we'll talk about this for another 2 hours before we get to even talk about Atlanta again, honey, don't even get me started. We'll talk. We'll talk, y'all. We'll talk. Brooke, what do you think about when married couple starts evenly yoked and during the marriage the wife's success far eclipses that of the husband? I hate to say it. I hate to say this. In those situations, I think that women need to just brace yourself. I feel for this could end up in divorce. Because in those situations too, that's happened a lot with famous women where I'm trying to think of, there was some actress, her career was doing okay, and then it was 2 actors married, and then the wife, the actress, her career takes off and the husband's career is just okay, and they divorce because he's cheating and all that stuff because he's resentful. I think that happened to Reese Witherspoon and Ryan Philippe. That happened to them, if I'm not mistaken. I think that when that happens, I think that you need to brace yourself as a woman for this could easily end in divorce, because men's egos are so fragile. It is so sad. I think you need to start getting your paperwork together. Just start thinking about, I'm not saying it happens all the time, but that happens a lot. You said it happened to my parents, child. Yes. Anna Faris and Chris Pratt, they had a sick kid too, and he left. Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you. The way Chris Pratt did Anna Faris should be a crime. I feel so sorry for her. The way he did her is sick. It is truly sick. Yes, that's why women need a prenup. I agree. Yes, because Reese's career exploded after Cruel Intentions. She had Legally Blonde. I mean, Mama was everywhere. And I believe in my soul that they divorced because he was resentful of her career blowing up. Child. Honey, a mess. No, it is a sin what he did. It truly is. Cardi being Offset. Yes, yes. And also, she started off wrong because before they were married, I think they were engaged or they were newly married. And she gave him that briefcase with $500,000 in cash. He looked so disgusted. You don't ever sit up there and give a man money. Child, a mess. Yes, I know. I can't stand him. Every time I see him too, I can't think of anything else but the way he did Anna Faris and their son. It's just disgusting. Very sad. Child, listen, we'll talk. We will talk. The way he talks about his family is crazy. I know. Yes, she did. She did. Child. Yes, honey. Chris Pratt got that Marvel check and was gone. Then talk about his other kids weren't sick and blamed Anna for the baby being sick. We'll be here all day. Their story, I feel so bad for Anna Faris. I really do. I mean, he did her so wrong. I mean, there is a special place in hell for him. He don't even see that boy. It's just, it's a sin and a crime, a shame, and nothing good's going to happen to him if you're a deadbeat father. Sick. Yes, Tia Mary and Corey, she met him at the bus stop. She was in her brand new BMW drop top. He's at the bus stop. And she said, oh, you want to ride? And that's where their love story began. It doesn't work. A lot of y'all want to fight me on this. It does not work, y'all. It doesn't work. Ronald Reagan divorced his first wife, Jane Wyman. She became very successful during the 40s and 50s. She became way more successful than him. Yes, that's the thing. And I think that's why if you have a career, I think in entertainment, you have to really be careful about dating and also potentially marriage, because in the entertainment business, this is the only industry where there is no limit to how much you can make. In every other industry, there's a limit, right? Obviously, there are exceptions, right? But in entertainment, reality star, content creator, influencer, actor, actress, singer, athlete, there's no limit. You can make millions or even billions, right? I think that as a woman in entertainment, because there is that chance that you can go from 6 figures to 7 figures to 8 figures. Because of that, you should be kind of weary about tying yourself to a man legally. I think that there needs to be a discussion of, because of what I do, what if I end up making tens of millions of dollars and you're still making the same amount? That's going to cause a wedge. I think that, yeah, you got to think about that. You have to think about that. You must. And I'm saying this as a single woman, content creator. The possibilities are endless income-wise. And that's a major thing on my mind about, yes, this man might be making, 250, 300, but I can easily eclipse that 20 times over. If God blesses me the way I think he'll bless me, you got to think about that. So the eagerness to just, tie yourself to somebody is not the same, because it's like, well, if I end up making tens of millions of dollars, this is not going to work. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that for all my girls in entertainment, in any realm of entertainment, because there's no limit to the income that we can make, we can go from, 0 to 100 million easily. I think that you need to be wary about marriage. It needs to be, this man is making millions, so whatever I make, he'll still make more. That's just where it has to be. Honey, you got to think. You got to think. Listen, honey, I think about it. I think about stuff. When I tell you, I think about a lot of stuff. Because I'm like, God can easily, God is blessing me. He's going to keep on blessing me. So the blessings going to keep coming. So it's like, you got to think, because the person making $500,000, yes, that's a nice amount of money. But if I make 10 million, there's going to be an imbalance. You got to think about stuff. No, you got to be careful. You have to. Child, let's move on. I forgot that it was in Atlanta too, honey. We'll talk about this later. Listen, honey, the girls remember when they first got together and y'all, some of y'all got mad at me. You said, Brooke, just stop. He's a millionaire. It doesn't matter. but I said, guys, it doesn't work on any level. If the woman makes more money, has more money, it does not work. Yes, he's worth $20 million, but she's a billionaire. It's not going to work. And y'all got mad, but now folks are singing a different tune now. So let me move on. Child, I'm just saying. No, it's true. It's true. It's very true. No, it has to be had. It has to be, this stuff is important to talk about. So, child. No, I do. I do. Trust me. I give everything to God, right? I do trust that he will send me somebody equally yoked. No matter the stage in life, I do trust him, right? But I trust God, but I also, he said to be gentle as a dove, but like wise as a serpent or whatever. I think I butchered that scripture, but we got to be wise. We got to do our part and be wise. I can't go into stuff blindly and say, oh, I trust that. I trust that, God's going to make this work. Yes, I trust God, but I also say, no, I'm going to use the brain that God gave me and say, okay, this looks like it could be, this could be a hot mess. Let me not go too deep into this. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I do trust that God does have somebody evenly yoked. I do trust him with that. But I still got to use my brain and say, hold on now. You know what I'm saying? Yes, honey, discernment. Exactly. Baby, the way, first of all, let's not even talk about him. The way he called his children with his black wife a sin. The way he said, my only namesake is my son with my new wife, the way he completely disregarded the fact that his black son named after him he doesn't even consider him his son. That man is not seeing heaven at all, just pure evil. That man wants to erase his whole bloodline and start over this new family. He won't even buy his black children, a Toyota Camry, but he's over there buying his stepchildren, who are brand new, fully loaded BMWs, 7 Series, G-Wagons, Gucci, Louis, gold, a mess, a hot mess, wicked. Honey, we'll talk. We'll be here all day. He's despicable. That man is a monster. Sick. She's not worried. She's not worried. Listen, his second wife does not care at all. She feels, hey, it doesn't matter. Me and my kids are good. We're set up nicely. She doesn't give a damn about those. She's like, I don't give a damn about them. Okay. She said, me and my kids are just fine. She doesn't give a damn. Sick. Yeah, I never cared for his music like that either. Never. So I didn't have to delete anything. He was never on my Apple Music anyhow. Yeah, his second wife does not give a damn about heaven either. Doesn't. Oh, honey, we will talk about it at the LA show for sure. Yes, that's very true. That's very true. Just, honey, we'll be here all day. We will be here all day. Disgusting, honey. No, yeah. You have me screaming. He's going to get his. He is going to get his. You said I could start back at 1, honey. Beyond sick. He won't even let us see the graduate. Oh, child. Baby. It is sick. He gonna get it though. He's gonna get it. God does not play about his children. And to abandon your kids like that is disgusting. All right, y'all. Where were we, y'all? We went from this to dating down to being evenly yoked to now this. Is the bus still running? Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh, honey, exactly. Sure will. Yes. That's why they didn't work as well. He even admitted that he was insecure being with her because she eclipsed him in every single way. A mess. We love a side tangent. It was needed. It was needed, honey. We went down the street and around the block. We sure did. No, it's true. No, it really is true. It really is true. You said that's why he has weak eye muscles now. You guys have me screaming. We love a desperado dating down segue, honey. We sure do. We were talking about Caftan and his. Oh no! Oh child, we ran away. Fix it, Black Jesus, honey. We were talking about the photo shoot with Porsha and Pilar, I believe. Yes, we were about Mike and Porsha. That's how we got on to the whole thing about being evenly yoked and don't date down as a woman. Yes, thank you. Oh yes. But he does. I will say this though. He does have more money than she does. When it comes to Clay and Megan Thee Stallion, he does have more money than she does. He does. So she didn't date down in that regard. Now he has poor character, but yeah, she didn't date down in that regard. Her potential though, we sprinted away, child. We did. You guys are so silly today. It's always a man that didn't make it past the 10th grade. Megan has the fame though. Yeah, she does. She does. Yeah, he's a serial cheater, so it was doomed. Exactly. Yes, honey, it's true. Listen, you cannot. She has more international fans, I think. Yes, I think, yes. He has more money than she does, but she has more, I guess, fame than he does. Yes. So it's like, it's even, I guess. And you can't say anything. I mean, and listen, the music will always eat. You could not have told me that was who she was going to end up with. I just knew that Mama was going to end up with an athlete. She was dating Lewis Hamilton at one point, if I remember correctly. I remember being so disappointed when she was with Meek Mill. But at least Meek Mill was a millionaire. Even though he didn't have the money that she did, he was a millionaire. I mean, if you would have told me that, I'd be saying, girl, you should have stuck with Meek Mill. Honey. Child. Yes, her and Nas did date for a second. I wanted them to be endgame. I thought they were going to end up together. Listen. We'll be here. We will be here all day because my heart broke. You could not have told me. Now everybody can be a Ciara or Eve, honey. Child. Let's just move on, child. No, it truly is. No, it is. Hold on, because I will always give her tens about that. Always. It will always be legendary. The music will always eat. But when it comes to her personal life, let's just move on. Let's just move on, child. Where were we? Oh my gosh. Yes, honey. Wait. This new stuff, child. Back to Mike getting on the bus to the raceway. You guys better. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. So anyhow, we're back with Porsha talking to her sister. Lauren goes on to ask her if she's seen everybody since the trip. Porsha says no, it'll probably be weird. A lot went down in Scotland, a lot of awkwardness. So Porsha says, Shamea texted me asking me about a butt mold for her party. She's having a Halloween party. She wants us all to mold their butts for her rum launch. I was like, girl, what? Lauren's like, are you going? Portia's like, girl, stop. Like, you know I'm not going to her party. We see some short scenes. Pinky's daughter's in the studio with Jazzy Faye. Pinky's daughter, her youngest daughter, is so cute. She was the same one who was modeling with Arlie, with Angela's youngest daughter. Just the cutest. Again, all the housewives have such like adorable kids, right? So now we have Angela and Charles doing a photo shoot for Angela's fans. Angela says the fans should be coming soon. Charles says, get it done. So Angela says, by the way, they did send over a small shipment of the fans. We already gave them half of the deposit up front. I'm going to need the other half of the money from you. The way Charles said, let me turn to the next person and ask them for the money. He is not playing with her. Angela, why weren't these fans up and ready for BravoCon last year? Why weren't these fans up and ready for BravoCon last year? Like, please let me know. You had ample time to come out with these fans. Why weren't these fans up and running? Charles is not here for it, okay? Another failed business venture. Where are the fans? One of y'all said that you went on the website and the fans still aren't available for purchase. Angela, please DM me or message me. Hit me on Twitter or Instagram. Are the fans out? Let me know. If they are, send me a fan. I'll do some promo. The girls, just, where are the fans? Send me a fan and a check, and I can do some promo for you. Because, girl, these fans have been talked about for the last year. Another She by Sheree, honey. No, it is. It is. Listen, Jameer, if this is not the truth, had she had those fans available for purchase at this past BravoCon, they would have sold out. Angela could have made an easy $100,000 at BravoCon had those fans been up and ready. Angela, she's not serious. They're still in the shipping box in the garage. Oh, no. Gonna be out spring, summer, September. We need the fans this summer. Yeah, we did. I'm serious, honey. Right? Give Brooke a fan, honey. Okay? She's too busy being Nancy Drew investigating Shamea. Spring, September, fall, May. We still waiting for Charles to give her that money. Damn. I would have had some a long time ago. No, I agree. She ain't got no fans. No, it should not take that long. Even the beauty supply store has fans. They do. Oh, hold on. Make sure we're going to Black-owned beauty supply stores. Okay? Because that mess that happened in South Carolina with that young teenager, you know what I'm talking about. So make sure that we're only going to Black-owned beauty supply stores. Because if they can't respect us and respect our lives, we should not be giving them our money. Okay? So make sure that we're going to Black-owned beauty supply stores. So a young Black teenager his life was taken at a gas station that was owned by, you could fill in the blanks. They thought he had stolen a water or a soda, and he didn't do anything. Innocent. And they got a mess. And some of the people, some people have been, it's just been a lot of mess. He didn't take a thing. Horrible. Horrible. Yes. Just horrible. Yes, it's reminiscent of that case that happened in the 90s in LA. Yeah, this happened a while back. Horrible. Very extremely heartbreaking. So again, y'all, if you know any Black-owned beauty supply stores, please make sure to shop there. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. How does that work? Can't stand us, following us around, policing us in their stores, talking to us crazy, but they want our money. How does that work? Absolutely not. We can show folks better than we can tell them. So boycott and make sure we put our money in our Black beauty supply stores. Please. Yes, no, listen. Yes, it is. The Latasha Harlan story, very similar to that in the 90s. That story, oh my gosh, I get choked up every time I hear it. Yes, they are. They are. And the restaurants too, and the buffets are closing down in several cities. Because a few of them got on TikTok saying, oh, we don't need your money, or you need us, we don't need you. And we said, oh, really? Okay, bet. And now, a lot of them are closing up now. A lot of them have been applying for relief from the government to stay afloat. But the boycott is working because a lot of them have had to pack up. Child. Please. No, it's true. It's true. It's very true. We're the ones funding their children to go to Ivy League universities, beautiful homes, multiple cars in the garage, and you notice how they never do a giveaway in the community. They're always set up shop in Black communities and Black neighborhoods, and they never do there's never a school drive, never, helping kids out, never a part of, anything to help, anybody, but they just take our money, talk to us crazy, look down on us. Yeah. Yeah. Honey, we're funding, generations to go to Harvard, Princeton, Stanford, Vanderbilt, all the top schools. We'll talk. Yes, honey, you noticed that. We'll talk, honey. It's true. Living very well off of the Black dollar for sure. Very. Oh, wow, it's happening here in my city. Now they want to do back to school drives. Oh, okay. So now they want to be a part of the community and help out. Oh, okay. Wow. Honey, that means that it's working. That means that it's working. Child, we'll talk. We'll talk about this later. Honey, we are telling the truth today. When I tell you, it's always funny every time. If there's like, if I don't see you guys for like a week, every time we come back together, we always just are on point. We're all just flowing and talking about everything. I love it. I really love it. Yes, honey, we do see it. We do see it. Listen, honey, we always are. Yes, honey, one band, one sound. One band, one sound. Also, because this episode was kind of trash. It wasn't a good episode. It was a lot of nonsense, a lot of fluff. There's not that much to talk about. Talking about real life, honey. Oh, honey, I love y'all down. Okay, right back at you. No, it's true. It's the truth. It's the truth, honey. Shame the devil. No, it's the truth. It is the absolute truth. Thank you so much. I just got it done today too, this morning. Oh, I saw that. I saw that. I saw that video the other day about no, they don't want to take over the next generation does not want to take over the stores or the shops because they've all been, they've been taught to be a doctor or a lawyer. Yes, I saw that. So the shops are also closing because of that too, because the kids don't want to take it over and the grandkids don't want to take it over either. I agree. It wasn't a good episode. It was a filler episode. This episode was weird. Butt molds and horses. No, it's true. It's very true. Yes, I will be there. I will be there. I'll be in the building on Saturday night to see Alex and Chris. I will be there. It was, yes, no, it's true. It's true. The same way our grandparents stay stronger than Montgomery bus strike. No, it's very true. We got to stay strong with this boycott as well. But it is working though, because like y'all said, several shops have been closing down. The episode, especially at the end, made me dizzy. Like, what the F? No, for real, honey, it's true. It's the absolute truth. Filler and fluff this episode. It was weird and not needed, but it made me like Kay a little bit more. Say yes, I have newfound respect for Kay Michelle, and I really believe that Shamea was feeding her nonsense, and that's why she had that breakdown when they were in Dallas. Oh yes, we're gonna talk about that because that collaboration, a mess. That collaboration to celebrate his 30th anniversary of that album, why he would partner with them is shameful. Shameful. We'll talk. Kay seemed to step into her housewife bag this episode. Yes, that collab is pure greed and counterproductive. It is. And it's making me wonder, is money tight? It's making me wonder, is giving rich on paper but cash poor? Like you guys aren't liquid enough? Because that collaboration at billionaire status, 50 million is the equivalent of like maybe $1,000 at that level. You should not be pressed for that $50 million. That you should, at $1 billion, you don't need to take that kind of collaboration on. So it's making me wonder what's going on with the cash. Always, because let's really get into it, honey, because it stems back from the whole Barclays Center here in Brooklyn. He marketed as, oh, it's going to be fabulous for everybody in the neighborhood. Jobs are coming. And all it was displacing, and it ramped up gentrification in Brooklyn. It's the reason why Brooklyn is so now and pricing people out who've been there for generations. A mess. The whole Super Bowl thing, how he undermined Colin Kaepernick. He's always been on the other side of a boycott, like you said. Like we got to tell the truth today. We got to tell the truth, honey. Because the way gentrification in Brooklyn has sped up, it all started, I feel, from the Barclays Center and him owning that 0.0000000000001% stake in the Nets. It's listen, they have turned downtown Brooklyn into Disney World. Between that, the gentrification, and the casinos popping up everywhere in the tri-state area, it's really alarming. And he put that bid in for a casino in Times Square. We don't need any more casinos. Honey, we'll talk. That it does speak on it. Listen, the Barclays Center isn't even all that, and those seats are tight as hell. Baby, the way they were lowballing people. That's why I told y'all before. I said, if for all my New Yorkers, if you own a brownstone, if your family owns a brownstone, you better not sell it. If they come knocking on your door offering you any money, you better ask for 20 times the price, because they're lowballing you. They're going to offer you $1.5 million, maybe $2 million, and they're going to sell it for 25. Shameful. They were knocking on people's doors, getting them out of their brownstones, giving them pennies on the dollar. A mess. Why are there casinos in New York anyway? This ain't Vegas. I feel the same way. First of all, Atlantic City, if you want to gamble so bad, go to Atlantic City in Jersey. I don't know. This whole casino thing in New York is really troubling to me. It's very troubling. A mess. Child, a mess. Hey, we see each other. We see each other. Very much so. Oh, I agree. And he milks the hell out of it. Because he knows that a lot of us love Beyonce down. And he milks the hell out of that. Because, child, we'll talk. Jersey's right there, honey. I just don't understand why there's this obsession with all these casinos all over New York. Like, it's really sick. It's a sickness. Maya, we see each other. Hey, Maya, thank you for the super chat. The casino culture is gross. Got all these kids addicted to prize picks. Yes, and DraftKings and Slate, they are addicted to these gambling apps. It's a sickness, creating a whole new generation of addicts. Jay and Nas should be ashamed. I agree. Because, oh yeah, Nas is part owner of the new Resorts World in Queens. It's sick. I really want to cry when I think about it. It's really sick. Yes, child. He's the part owner, or he has some stake in the new casino at Resorts World in Queens. Child, a mess. No, it truly, honey, that's the fastest addiction to get you caught up and lose your life too. Don't listen, honey. Listen, y'all, do not get with a man who gambles. The fastest way to have your bed snatched up from under you in the middle of the night, like in the cartoons. Gambling, child, it is not a game. It is not a game. It really isn't a game. You can listen. That is the quickest way for you to end up in a ditch. Don't get with a gambler. Don't get with a gambler. Yes, and that's the sickness to me. That is so evil. You have Kevin Hart, I think LeBron James, Taraji. They're all. I mean, Jamie Foxx. They're all promoting gambling ads. Like that's sick. Like you are literally selling poison to your own community. That is sick to me. Yes, Drake with Slate. He promotes the hell out of Slate. Child, is sick. The Powerball is too much gambling for me. Oh, listen, every once in a while, if it gets up to $1 billion, fine. You put your little, few dollars in, fine. Every now and again, once in a while, once in a blue moon, that's where it starts and stops. Y'all, we'll talk. We'll be here all day. No, for real, gambling is no joke, y'all. Like if you're at a party and you see a bunch of men rolling dice, that's your sign to leave. The party's over. Listen, honey, gambling brings nothing but nonsense, fights. People lose their lives over gambling every day. You owe some bookie some money. Now your body's up floating with the fish. Those shows about people with gambling addictions, like The Sopranos, one of the episodes, one of the guys, he gambled all this money. He owed Tony. Tony took him right on out of here. That's very much true in real life. Don't get with a gambler. Don't get with you guys are listen, you guys are laughing at me. You think I'm being dramatic. I'm being honest. Because some folks don't know this. I'm serious. No, y'all are laughing at me, but I'm serious. Yes, the house always wins. It's true. I know a person who will win $3,000 to $5,000 and give it right back. Nasty work. Y'all are laughing at me saying I'm being dramatic, but it's the truth. No, let them know, Steph. Let them know. Listen, child. No, you will be. You will be. Those folks will knock on your door. And they'll tell you, your husband bet the house. He lost the bet. You guys have 10 minutes to get out. This is our house now. That stuff, you think that stuff's only in the movies or on shows? That's real life. You have some bookie at your door saying you got to get out the house because it's our house now? Please. Can't even play Uno with y'all. Damn sure ain't gambling. You said your coworker lost her ex-husband and her daughter due to her ex-husband's gambling addiction. It's a dangerous addiction. I am so sorry to hear that. Wait a second. I think you shared this and we did this live. We talked about this a few lives ago, like months ago. I remember you had said this. I remember you shared more of the details. I could not believe it. I am so sorry for your coworker. Rest in peace. My deepest condolences, but it is no joke. I'm very sorry. You did share this. I remember you shared this a few months ago. I was blown away. I can't believe that. I am so sorry to hear that, but it's no joke. It is, y'all don't get with the man who gambles. No, Jameer, it's true. It's very true. Look at all these NBA folks getting busted. You either die from it or become a slave to it. No, it's true. It's sick to remote for a check. No, it's true. It'll be some slow singing and flower bringing and many phones ringing. Your family will be alerted quickly. No, it's really true. Yes, folks playing goldfish, all sort, spades for money. Spades already gets testy. And can you imagine adding money to it as well? Now the whole house is shot up because somebody lost spades and they played for $500 and now a fight's broken out. Don't play, y'all. Don't play. No, honey, gambling is the devil. You're better off fighting a bear and American Express before you sit up there and gamble. Yeah, no. If you've ever been around playing spades, it gets crazy without playing for money. Spades game with money on the line, I'm leaving. Folks already want to come to blows when there's no money on the line, just playing regular spades. The minute somebody says, let's play for some money, that's your sign to call my Uber, get in your car and go home. No, you said I play spades for fun. You get your lip bust real quick. No, it's true. Yes, dominoes gets, listen. When you see those dice come out, that's your time to leave. You don't wait to see who won. The minute somebody breaks out dice, the party's over for me. I'm gone. One spades game at the family reunion and the whole family be out in the street boxing. Oh no. You guys have me screaming. You say you cursed out your partner over spades. The only dominoes I know is pizza. It's like that. Yeah, dominoes gets crazy too, honey. You listen. In Vegas, I don't mind playing on a slot machine, a cute little 5-10 minutes, but that's where it starts and stops. Yes, gambling outside of casinos is exit stage left. I love me a good dominoes game. I can't play spades. Not ashamed to say I don't want to know how. I'm ready to flip the table during Monopoly. No, it's true. It's true. Oh, wait, what did Biomiss say? Biomiss, what did you say? No, it's true. You said you cursed at your partner over spades. Oh my gosh. My cousins and I were fighting during Uno. Imagine if money was involved. I'm serious. No, spades is too intense even when no money is on the line. No, it's too intense. It's too intense already, y'all. Don't sit up there and add money on the line. I play my little dollar in Vegas just so them ladies bring me a cocktail. Yes. Oh my gosh. My family played Pity Pat too. I am screaming. Yes, Pity Pat. Oh my gosh. We used to play that. Oh, my grandma, my mom's mom loved that game. She loved Pity Pat. Oh, we got beef during Twister, honey. No, I know. A mess. He said bid whiz and a beat down, honey. As a Jamaican, a dominoes game will get tables flipped real quick. Old maid had us boxing. No, it's true. It's the truth though. Spades is addicting. Only thing I play in Vegas, $100 in the Wizard of Oz slot machine. Okay. I declare war, honey. You guys, Penny Pass, my grandma's favorite game. We played all the time for a nickel. I miss her. Oh, that's so cute. Wait, did y'all play this game? It was called Pekino, and you would put money, like you could play for nickels or quarters or dollar bills. Our family used to play, we have like parties and stuff like that. We would play Pekino, we would play with quarters. And so you could win, like, if you won like 80 quarters or whatever. It was a really cute game. Yes, okay, you played the game too? Okay, you see me, friend. Yes, okay, y'all played that game too. Okay. Baby, I get heated over bingo. I get free hotel nights every so often. It's not too bad. Okay, so we all played it. Wait, I wanted to ask y'all one more thing. Yes, Keno, jars of coins, yes. Did y'all play, what is the game? There was another game that we would play. It just literally just left my mind. It'll come to me. But we used to play something else too. We would play for money, but it's all in fun. It was all in good funny. All in good fun. That was it. But yeah, y'all, when it comes to like people who are real gamblers and stuff like that, you cannot sit up there and play any game with them for money. It will go left quickly. It might have been Spit. I don't know if it was Spit or something. It was another game that we would play for like quarters. It was just in good fun. Bingo is no joke. Them old ladies be rough. No, they don't play. My family get crazy over music. I played Tonk in Phase 10. They were so much fun. I think maybe it was Spit that we would play. We would play Keno and Spit for quarters, and it was just fun. No, it wasn't Spoon. But it was just, we would just play for quarters. It was just a fun game. That's it. That we didn't get crazy. Speed is a fun game. Anything involving dice always caused a ruckus. No, listen. If dice are thrown out, it's a mess. Oh, do you know what this game is called? It's like a bougie dice game. But you know what also causes some ruckus? Have you ever played Left, Right, Center? It involves dice. And it's like the last person standing wins all the money. So you'll say everybody has to have $3, right? Or like whatever, three bills. And the person, if the dice says left, you have to give the person on the left of you your money. So if it says right, you give the person to the right of you your money. If it says like center, you keep it, right? Baby, that game gets intense. Because if it's like 13 people or 20 people playing and they all have $3, $60 is on the line, folks get crazy. We play, yes, left, right, center, every playback, every kickback. Baby, that game gets real testy. And then one time, I want to say I was at a party and they played it with everybody had $15. So everybody had 3 5s. So it was like 14 people. So 15 times 14, you can only, baby, it got so crazy. Folks want to accuse you of cheating. I didn't win. Somebody else won. But yeah, honey, anytime people lose a game, it's now you were cheating. It's a mess. I almost won that one. I can see how that can go left. Listen, I played left, right, center a month ago. I got up first round. Pissed me off. My aunt pulls out those left, right, center dice, and the people go feral. I'm screaming. Yes, honey. No, listen. People go nuts. I play the squares for the Super Bowl. Left, right, center had the yard of my college campus in a chokehold. My family loves that game during Christmas time every year. I stay away and watch from a distance. I'm screaming. Jameer's like, I'm right by the door. In case something pop off, I'm here to run out the door if need be. You said my coach and grandmother forbade throwing of lots just for just this reason. The aunties are the worst too. Musical chairs. Yeah, musical chairs gets testy too. Y'all making money at the family gatherings. It's all in good fun. It's all in good fun, honey. But I think that it gets dangerous for people who need the money. I think that's another thing. If you're going to play these games, make sure that everybody is financially flush. because that also is a determining factor of why things go left. When you play with people who they have bills on the line, bills are past due, they need that money, don't play. Like, it's no shade, but you got to play with people who money is no object, money is fine. Like, they don't care about losing $15. Like, you can't play these games with people who the lights are off, there's no food in the fridge back home, there's a past due bills at the door. Like, you get what I'm saying? There's also that. So you got to make sure that, no, I'm just saying, my point is, if you are going to play these card games for money with people, make sure that people have the money. Don't play with people who money's tight, because that's how fights and stuff, things get crazy. That's what I'm saying. You get what I mean? No, for real. You get what I'm saying? Yes. No. We see each other. We see each other, friend. I've seen people steal the chair, musical chair, so they can win. They pick that shit up and run. Oh my gosh. No. At Christmas, my aunt pulls out her money jar and gives everybody the same for that reason. Oh, that's really sweet. Yeah, it's not worth it. They shouldn't be playing anyway. You guys are screaming. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no, okay, no, I'm screaming. I was like, oh my gosh, wait, was I not clear? Okay, thank you for letting me know. Oh, you guys have me screaming. No, it's true, y'all. I love how we just segue off into other stuff. We spent 30 minutes talking about this, and we're not even done with this recap, honey. I am yelling so hard. Bose will come with her dice outfit. Oh no. Y'all are so silly. We play spades, but not for money. Okay, smart. Oh my, no, I witnessed recently a spades game that like almost broke out into a fight with good friends, mind you, and there wasn't even any money on the line. So I'm just like, my God. It was a boring episode. Fun tangents, honey. No, they are fun. Felt very choppy. Not a dice outfit. Oh, have fun at your birthday dinner. Oh, happy birthday. I hope you're having a wonderful birthday. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. This recap is better than the whole episode. Thank you. We need a finance check before Bose and Keely can participate. Bo's gonna come with her appetite for some drinks. My sister does not play Go Fish at all because she knows she'll get mad. You know, that's smart. Good on your sister for knowing her limits and knowing that if she plays, she's gonna be pissed off if she loses. Champagne glass in hand too, child. We said we rather key, honey. Oh, y'all are screaming. Oh, happy belated birthday, Paris. Happy belated birthday. Oh my gosh. I hope you had a wonderful birthday. I hope you're enjoying your birthday week. And I hope that you got all the presents. I hope that you had a wonderful day. I really do. The Otheftos coming with money to burn, honey. You guys are so sweet. Oh, thank you. I'm happy to hear that, Osmond. Oh, you guys stop it. Wait, $30 million bows. Is it the low purchasing power on the last vacation? Now, wait, hold on. Because Millie. Oh, happy early birthday, July 31st. I love it. I'm loving all these July birthdays. Happy birthday to you, Paris, DeAndre. Happy birthday to all of y'all. Child, are y'all gonna play the lotto tonight? Because it's the Powerball. Wait, is it what Mega Millions is tonight? One of them is tonight. One of them is 600 million. The other is 800 million. So I guess make sure to play, honey. You know, play a few dollars on it. All right. Play a few dollars because you never know. This episode is a 1 out of 10 for me. Oh, you guys are very welcome. You guys are very welcome. Mine's a Saturday. Happy belated birthday to you too. I love this. I love all these July birthdays. I'm gonna get me a little ticket. Mega, I think. Okay, so Mega's tonight. Mega's 600 million. So listen, I'm not encouraging gambling, but I do feel a little $2 here and there when it's high. Get a ticket, play the game. What if you win? You might win second prize, which is $1 million. So just why not, right? Oh my gosh. This is why I'm banned from my family Monopoly. I'm screaming. If y'all win the lotto, hey cousins. Yes, honey. Chandler's birthday. Oh, happy belated birthday to you too, Chandler. I'm not playing it because in California you can't remain anonymous. Oh, Chris, happy early birthday. Yours is tomorrow. Oh my gosh. And how nice. Your live show is like a big birthday present. Happy early birthday, Chris. I'm loving all these July birthdays, y'all. I guess I have a soft spot. My dad's birthday is Thursday, July 30th. So it's his heavenly birthday. So I'm loving all of these July birthdays. So you guys are in wonderful company. Loving it. Those office pool lottos. May I tell you something? Be careful doing those office pools because you have people stealing. One of my aunts, she was in an office pool at her job, and the lady that they actually won, like, I think they won like $100,000, $75,000. They won like second prize, right? Do you know the lady quit the job and took the prize money? Somebody bumped into her with a big old fur coat, a new car. So be careful with those office lottos. Okay, get your own ticket on the side. Okay. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Yeah, y'all, be careful with those. If you're, for all my corporate girlies, be careful out there, those office. So just be careful. Oh, how was your cousin's wedding? A lot of people dressed down. Some others could have used some work. Listen, friend, I know you look good. I know you looked very good, okay? But some others could have used some work. I'm screaming, honey. Yes, honey, she stole the entire thing, ran off like a femme fatale. She's kind of funny for taking that money. No, for real, yo, they get horrible. That is so trifling. She would have gotten ran down. I was in one 10 years ago. We won 5,000 each. Oh, how nice. I know that's right. I am screaming. See, we would be getting a document notarized because ain't no way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, friend, you did not miss the review. We're still talking about gambling and making sure to get your tickets for tonight's drawing tonight. It's Mega Millions, 600 million tonight. So get a ticket if you didn't get a ticket. Where's my top? Oh, it's a dress. It's from Nordstrom. Honey, she took off like the Grinch. I am screaming, honey. The way I would have torn the cubicles down. It didn't matter. She was already gone. She quit the job and, she put in her 1-day notice and ran. Just a mess. Oh, thank you so much. Not with the big old red coat. I'm screaming. Oh, come on. Yes, I love Nordstrom. Is Teddy still up? Gamble safely though, young girls. I know exactly. Listen, I'm just a young girl who I'd get a little scratch off. I get a Mega Millions every now and again. Mega's now $5. The price went up. Powerball's still $2 though for anyone playing. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I remember I saw that on the news, but I didn't know that it already went into effect. Okay, good to know. I would have slipped somebody $100 in HR for her address. Child, she probably moved to this. The review is in the breezeway, honey. This is better. I can't wait for Brooke's Gerald impression. You guys, all right, y'all. Let's go on. Yes, isn't it fabulous? Amazing. All right, y'all. Let's move on with this recap, honey. We'll chat about this stuff another day. Where were we, child? Oh, okay. So now we're with K, Michelle, and Shamea meeting up for lunch, right? They're catching up. K, Michelle says she's been working. Shamea says, when it comes to the music is great. I love what you've played for me so far. Baby, that's other song you played for me is a winner. K. Michelle says, thank you. She's getting ready for her listening party. She's excited, right? So now Shamea says, after Scotland, I was so happy to get home. You don't understand, friend. K. Michelle's like, do you think that it was a lot of bonding or separation that happened in Scotland? Shamea says, I feel like I was fighting for my life. K. Michelle says, I think it takes real friends to say to friends when you don't want to see them self-destruct. I just see you with this F the world attitude, that fun-loving Shamea. I don't see that girl anymore. I want to see you smile. You have people who really do love you. I don't want Shamea's failed friendship to be who she is. She says, when it comes to Porsha in Scotland, you came out of nowhere and you came really low, really fast. We're at a dinner table and you bring up this woman's child, about how her baby's daddy is sneaking her child to you and your husband. Do you know how mad you'd be if that happened to you? What made you bring all that up? What made you do that? I have the utmost respect for K. Michelle because she asked the questions that we all wanted to know. What on God's green earth would make you bring this up? And we are in the middle of dinner. An international dinner, mind you. What made you bring this up? What? They were all having a great time and you killed the entire mood. So now Shamea says, well, she brought the whole thing up about our moms, about my mom buying the daycare center. That's not what her friend would do. Made my mom look like a shady person. Shamea, unless production cut that out, please let me know where Porsha brought this up. If I'm not mistaken, this all got brought up last season and it was settled at the reunion. If I remember correctly, you said at the reunion, I don't want to talk about that. Let's leave that alone. I'm not bringing up our moms. Did you not? So how do we go from everything is settled between you and Porsha last year to now we're bringing this up out of the blue in Scotland a year later? I'm confused. Yes, she did not answer the question. What did that have to do with Pilar? Exactly. She just wanted to bring it up. Shamea says, Porsha and I agreed years ago we would not let our parents' friendship affect ours. I feel like everybody's picking at the dinner when this whole thing started last year. Shamea, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. You said out of your own mouth that you and Porsha had settled everything at that reunion. You said you spoke your piece, you got it all off your chest. Why are we backtracking now and saying that we're still hurt? I feel like I'm in the twilight zone when it comes to this whole Porsha Shamea fallout. You said out of your own mouth that you had gotten everything off of your chest with you and Porsha at the reunion. For you to still have these lingering feelings, I'm confused. So that means that you lied to all of us and you lied to yourself then. Because clearly there are lingering feelings and lingering emotions. I'm confused. Porsha wanted to move forward. No, she did. She did. So now, Shamea says, I feel sadness because it was the ending of a friendship. People don't understand. This felt like a divorce. Porsha was my person. I'm in therapy just for navigating this group. It's a lot. I mean this with all due respect. Get off the show. I'm a big believer in protecting your peace. I don't believe in staying in harmful situations to your mental for any reason whatsoever. If this show has you down in the dumps and it has you this upset and this messed up and this bothered, get off the show. I'm happy that you're in therapy, but if this show is causing you this much emotional turmoil, strife, stress, emotional sadness, and pain, it's time for you to get off the show then. You should not want to be on a show that's causing you all this strife on the inside. I'm just, it's not worth your internal peace at all. I'm just, Shamea, there's something wrong. And I'm saying this in the nicest way possible. It's time for you to get off the show. It really is. And that's why, yes, she ruminates over everything. I couldn't say it better myself. She ruminates over everything. It's exhausting. She's exhausting herself. She won't leave. She craves the fame and attention it brings. Exactly. This is why I put her in that Sutton Brown and a certain person on Potomac. I put her in that category with them. Because if this show is causing you all of this turmoil on the inside, why won't you leave the show? And the facts remain that that fame has a chokehold on a lot of y'all. Because if it didn't, you'd be able to walk away freely. But you can't because you crave this fame. It has replaced your self-esteem. There's no real self-esteem there. This show is your self-esteem supplement. This show makes you feel like somebody. It makes you feel worthy. It makes you feel cool. It makes you feel pretty. It makes you feel all those things you never felt before. Or if you didn't grow up hearing that, or if you weren't the cool girl in high school, it fulfills all those fantasies of what you always wanted. Because we see a lot of these girls who were not cool growing up, and now they're on Housewives, and that's why they can't let this go. They can't let this go. Shamea, you have a beautiful life outside of this show. You should not allow this show to cause this kind of chaos and stress and strife in your life. You have 2 beautiful daughters, a loving husband. Why continue to stay on this show and be miserable and bring yourself down when you have a beautiful life right there? You don't need this show. Let's move on. Yeah, it is very much Heather from SLC, for sure. For sure. Heather, Sutton Brown on Beverly Hills, the list goes on and on. She wants to win against Porsha. I agree. Shamea only finds value in being a victim. It's a trauma response. Yes. Shannon Bedore, because she's not happy. Shannon can't let this go. Vicky can't let this go. They can't. The OC women can't let this go at all. Vicky wants to take this show from 20 years ago to 20 years forward. She's trying to go to her grave with this show in her casket with her. The OC, you want to talk about people who can't let this go? The OC women can't let this go. Yes, Emily from OC can't let it go, honey. The show isn't causing it. She's doing it to herself. Vicky will be celebrating her 100th birthday on the show. Oh, I see it. She can't let this go. She can't let this go. I have my thoughts about OC. For Emily to try and make a storyline out of the new girl, gifting her that Dior clutch is sorry. We're trying to berate somebody for buying you a nice gift on your birthday. You're mad because this woman got you a Dior clutch for your birthday. That's how I know we've lost the plot. I said Emily should have been gone. I can't. Let's move. Yeah, I caught up on OC. I said I can't believe. I was sick to my stomach. I said, you're mad because she bought you a gift on your birthday, and a nice gift at that. I was done. I was so done. So done. The clutch with a bonus gift. I like the new girl too. I like Carmelia too. I can't stand her. I can't stand her either. Mad over a gift that your husband wouldn't give you. Listen, child, I don't know. And honey, her storyline every year she's been on the show for 9 years. Her storyline has been that crazy marriage of hers to Shane, weight loss, the kids, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. This season is weight loss again. Let's move. Let's get back to Atlanta. Let's just get back to Atlanta. Yes, is arguing with Heather. Yes, she does. She does seem miserable. Also very insecure. Let me say one more thing before I forget. Remember how I clocked how jealous she was of Jen? Now, mind you, I have my thoughts about Miss Jen because what's going on with her and those kids this season? No, ma'am. But I always clocked how she was jealous of Jen. I think it's so funny now that she likes how she looks and she lost that weight. Now she feels like she's a cool girl just like Jen. And now her and Jen are the new BFFs now. That a classic case of when you're jealous of somebody because you feel like you can't attain what they have. Now when you can finally get it, now you want to be best friends with her. You couldn't stand that lady. Now all of a sudden it's, oh, I just love Jen so much. She's so cool because when she triggered you with how she looked versus how you look, now that you feel like you're on the same, you feel like you're on the same level with her looks wise. Now you can be friends with her. Let's move on. Baby, Emily is a case study in insecurity, jealousy. That woman is a case study in that. Case study. Let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, when she was trying on her clothes, she was so happy that she could fit the same size as Jen. She was thrilled. I said, oh, now you're best friends with Jen? The way y'all were sitting up there clocking that woman about how, oh, you have a Rolex on, but you can't pay your bills or feed your kids. Now all of a sudden it's, oh, me and her are besties. I put this dress on. We the same size. Bestie, bestie, bestie. Calling her all sorts of Barbie in a derogatory way. Now since you feel like you're the brunette Barbie, you're the brunette version of her in your mind. Now you could be friends with her. Girl, I clocked Emily a mile away, child. Clocked her. Yes, honey, Jen was on her vision board. Jen was on her vision board. Be clear. If she could dye her hair blonde, she would dye it blonde too. But she knows that blonde will wash her out. But be clear, Jen was on her vision board. It was right over her bed with a picture of Jen and Jen's body. We'll talk. We'll talk. She is obsessed with Jen, honey. She is obsessed with Jen. Oh, wait, I'm screaming. Wait, hold on. But you caught how I said in her mind, she thinks that she is the brunette version of Jen. I said in her mind. You caught how I said that in her mind she is. Y'all had me screaming. Yes, thank you, Jameer. She always saw her as secret competition. And now she feels in her mind they're on the same level. Now they can be friends. Child, we are all one band, one sound. We all see each other. Oh, because not in our no. That's why I said in her mind. I said in her mind. That's why I was clear. I had to make that distinction. I made that distinction quickly. That in her eyes, she sure did. She sure did. Oh wait, she sure did call her that when she first joined the show. She said that. You do have to watch out for people, honey. Listen, it is real deep. It's real deep. Y'all, let's get back on to Atlanta because we'll be here all day the way we keep segueing. I feel like every time, if I go away, whatever, I feel like we have so much, we have to talk about so much. I feel like it's just the way that we all connect when I'm away for a few days, because I feel like we've been talking about everything under the sun. It's a mix of everything, and I love it. So No, Heather called her a snuffleupagus, like it was in jest, it was in fun. And then Emily made that her storyline about, oh, Heather was body shaming me, and she, it was all in fun when Heather said that. You said, did Heather call her Quasimodo? No, she didn't call her that, but she said that she's a snuffleupagus, like on Sesame Street. You had me screaming. Oh, thank you so much, Dark Child. I appreciate you. One thing about it, honey, Dark Child's going to always have my back for the tangents. I am here for it. Did, because all over those pants at that fashion show, when I tell you that season wore me out, I was so angry that season. Emily just wanted to be mad. Heather did nothing wrong. I was so mad. I said, what a mess. Heather whacked her at that reunion. She sure did. They should have been gone, honey. Y'all, let's get on. Let's move on with it, honey. You guys are so silly. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. Helix, you are so funny. Listen, she was so mad. You said, hold on. I've always peeped that. It's like she wants there to be tension between her and her daughter. I don't like it. Calling her difficult or whatever. It's just like, girl, she's a teenager. Like, what are you saying? I'm tired of her. The same storyline. She's still talking about the twins, her daughter now, crying about, is she doing her job as a parent? It's the same storyline from her. Gina has had a glow up. She has had a glow up. I will give Gina that. Oh, thank you. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you. She said her daughter was raised by wolves. Yeah, listen, she's always, the shade that she throws to her daughter. I don't like it. It's unsettling to me. It's very unsettling. Y'all, let's just Gina in this storyline that even her fiance isn't interested in. Well, I saw that Gina's talking about prenups with Travis because she makes more money than him. I said, Gina, don't marry this man. Don't marry this man. Don't marry this man, honey. So I didn't want to say it, but I always got, since she's been on the show, her daughter was what, 4 or 5 when they joined the show? Now she's 13, 14. A few seasons ago when her daughter was doing cheer and she was like 11 or 12. No, when her daughter was modeling, I feel like I caught some comments from her. She gives me that. She gives me a bit jealous of her daughter. She does give me that. She does. Like we see, I've always gotten that vibe. She strikes me as that. Okay, we see each other. We see each other. She sure was modeling. I remember her energy towards her daughter modeling was weird. I've always gotten that vibe. Always gotten that vibe. That's why I feel like insecure women need to get themselves together before they have kids, especially daughters. Jealous women need to get themselves together before they have kids because that is really real with these mothers being jealous of their kids, especially their daughters. We'll talk. We will talk, honey. We will talk. But thank you for saying that. I've always gotten that impression from jump that there was some jealousy. The way that she speaks to her daughter, I don't see any affection. Like, why? Like, where are the hugs and the kisses and saying, I'm proud of you, I love you? Like, I don't. Just it's some strange behavior. Yes, the way she talks about her twin boys, talks about them. She just talks about the kids like they're a burden, and she's just so tired. It's like, girl, I remember when Heidi Montag said she didn't want to have daughters because she didn't want competition. And the sad part is a lot of women feel that way. And they over here having kids anyway, especially daughters. A mess. A hot mess. What a sicko. What a sick mindset to have. This is crazy. That's sick. Y'all, we'll be here all day. Let's get on with Atlanta, honey. We've gone around and around the mulberry bush today. K. Michelle says, you can't meet wrong with wrong. Shamea says, I don't. Even when I don't do that, I'm still effed up. Damned if she does, damned if she doesn't. Shamea, this woe is me act is getting tired. She says she's done. She's had it. She says, I did send Porsha an invite to my Halloween party. K. Michelle's like, girl, you did? Like, what did she say? So K. Michelle reads the text. Child, that text that Porsha sent her back, baby, Porsha read her down. She said, girl, I'm not coming to your damn party. You are sick as F. Please move along. Enjoy. 8 down. Baby, let me tell you something. You said what you said to me at that table in Scotland. You would never speak to me again. I don't know in what world do you think that Porsha would actually respond back to you and actually come to your party? Like, that's what I'm talking about. That's why this title is Shamea serious? Shamea, you are so unserious, because what do you mean you accused her mom of trying to hook up with your father and you think that she's going to come to your party? Are you insane? She cleared. Porsha cleared. Porsha cleared. Because if that wasn't a girl, you are a straight up weirdo that I don't know what is, because that is weirdo behavior for you to do what you did to me in Scotland and then ask for me to come to your party. That's weirdo behavior. Porsha 8. Porsha 8 down. Shamea's like, I don't care. At this point, I'm good. I'm fine. No, you're not. I'm sure that text stung. I'm sure you felt like a dummy, because that's embarrassing, Shamea. Shamea is a fool. Baby, let me tell you something. Shamea, you should have some pride. There is no way that I would have invited her after I did that in Scotland. So K. Michelle says, you're going to curse me out, but I have to tell you something. I can't come to your party. God said I can't come. I don't celebrate Halloween. I won't be celebrating any demons or devils. Won't partake in any evilness. So like, I was one of the Christians where I could celebrate Halloween. It wasn't that deep. It was a costume, trick-or-treating, that, right? Were there some years where we did like Hallelujah night at church? A few, but not many, because we want to go trick-or-treating. Don't do this again, right? Kay, I'm screaming about Halloween. The way you curse folks out. Yeah, okay, listen. You having threesomes, girl. Like, I'm just, we got threesomes going on. We got tasty blacks and the brazzers of it all, but we draw the line at Halloween. It's just like, oh, Devin, you have me screaming. Y'all have me screaming. Y'all have me. You said, child, it's a fool. Selective holiness. She can scissor on holidays but can't celebrate Halloween. But an open marriage. You guys, y'all have me screaming, honey. Halloween is where she draws the line. Oh my gosh. You guys, you said not too much on threesomes. Oh, okay, Chandler. All right, Chandler. Let us know something then. Chandler said, not too much on me now. Listen, there is no judgment over here, honey. There is no judgment over here. me screaming, honey. You guys, you, Tiffany, you have me screaming. Oh my gosh, y'all are so funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, y'all have me screaming. You are sanctified in one place, but not in others. You guys have me screaming. Not too much on threesomes has me screaming. Scissoring every day except for Halloween. A little toss and turn +2, okay? Y'all have me screaming. But do you celebrate Halloween, Chandler? Not the Brazzers tea, honey. Get it how you live, honey. Oh, I'm Jewish. Like I only celebrate Purim. Yes, basically the same thing. Yes, yes, yes. You all put on costumes. Yes, I know all about Purim because it's all about you're celebrating when Esther in the Bible, right? It's tied to the story of Esther, correct? Am I mixing that up or no? Is that biomist quickly? Is that where Purim comes from? Is it the book of Esther? No, right? Yes. Or the story of Esther? Brooke, give us a lip routine. Wait, what happened? Oh, honey, I know you hating. I know you are hating hard. Honey, stop it. Stop. You, babe, I'm screaming. Thank you so much. I will. You saw that comment above you, Brianna? Tried it. A bold-faced lie. A bold-faced lie. Purim is a joyous Jewish holiday that commemorates the saving of the Jewish people in ancient Persia as recorded in the biblical book of Esther. Okay, yes, thank you. I knew it was about the book of Esther. Thank you. Honey, did you see that? Did you see that, honey? Immediately. Listen, honey, the jealousy is so real. Baby, a lie. Baby, a big lie. Stop it. Don't even. I don't want to get y'all worked up because I know you go to war for me, honey. I know you go to war for me. Don't even worry. Don't even give them any. Don't pay them any mind, honey. Don't pay them any. Listen, baby. Listen, Jameer. Don't even. You know they look a mess. They look a mess. I'm trying to be nice. They look a mess. In a dirty basement somewhere with a t-shirt with holes in it, stinking, very unattractive. They look a mess. A hot mess. Baby can't afford a hat or a shirt. That part. Absolutely. Honey, you know they are. Child, please. Just lying, honey. A bold-faced lie. Yes, honey. Dark child's right here, honey, with rats and roaches. They type in a dark closet somewhere, honey, on using the McDonald's Wi-Fi down the street on a park bench. They must have been hit by the Halloween comments, child. Yes, honey. Hatless behavior. Listen, honey. Listen, I know. Listen, I have eyes, and the good folks have eyes too. Please, listen, honey. This is a fresh install. Do you stop? Knock it off. He missed the bus. Oh my gosh, please. Okay, thank you, Osmond. Thank you. I'm just saying. Listen, honey. Baby, stop this body and stop. Enough. Don't ever in your life, please. So try and just lying, honey. Just lying. They need to stop. This chat is the one for the hats, honey. If you ain't got one, no, don't buy one. Okay, let them know, honey. Let them know. I don't know who that was, man or woman, but whoever they were, you know, they are very unattractive. Look, a mess. So, honey, I can walk out my house right now with no wallet, and I'll have my whole dinner and drinks paid for. So please, you go out somewhere and you can't even get somebody to get you a napkin and some water. People overlooking you, look a mess. So please stop. Shoot, I can stop. They could never, honey. Oh no. Listen, hold on, because that's really what it's giving. Okay. Listen, honey. Okay. Child, please. Just foolishness, honey. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Listen, honey. Please stop. Okay. Oh goodness. Child. They had a picture of a bat or something. They had a picture of, listen, honey, if you have a cartoon profile with a picture of Bugs Bunny or, just stop. Please stop. So enough. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the gag of it all. Please stop. So, oh my gosh. These lies are too crazy for me. Just calling people. Wait, who said, child, wait a second. People come from, you can't come for me and then think I can't say anything back. Jameer, Biomist, Osmond, church finger, honey. Nobody's doing anything. People come for me. You can't come for me and then absolutely not. And I've never seen you before. So Jameer, Osmond. Oh my gosh. Jameer, Osmond, Biomist. Thank you, Biomist. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, friend. Exactly. Hit dogs hollering again. Please. Dogs are exit to the left. Never even seen them before. Oh, Chris P, you have me on the floor with your comments. Stop. I am screaming so loud. Nobody said all that. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I can't, this is ridiculous. The way you be saying Jameer's name again is off with their heads. Very much so. Dr. Contrarian. If it don't apply, let it fly. You just made that up. Like, wait, Chris, you guys are so funny. Oh my gosh. Listen, honey, you missed some foolishness. You missed some stupidity in the chat. That was probably on them on their burner account. This is a mess. When I disagree, I just say it in my head. Okay. The doctor jumped out the breeze with that one. Exactly. Nobody does that. We only do that to people who are trolling. That's it. We don't just say that about people. We say about people who are trolls. Stop. You said, doctor, my ass. The doctor was waiting for that bus. I catch them quick because you know what? I feel like you got to catch the BS because the times where I let it slide, that's when they keep saying stuff and it gets worse and worse. So I had to nip it in the bud at the first time. They are always. Brooke be like, guards. That was probably one of them. Please, child, please. Maybe it was one of them. Maybe it was. That was Dr. Yana's assistant. Oh, I used to let a lot slide. Exactly. Talking about y'all are just calling people. Like, no, we're not. Only to the trolls, because they are. Everybody else in here is beautiful and rich. The trolls are the opposite. The doctor felt hit. Maybe one of Emily's people. Oh, maybe it was one of Emily's people. Maybe it was. We'll never know. They're trying to create a new account. I'm sure they are. One of Shamea's shooters, maybe. Yeah, some stupid username. Yes, nip it in the bud, as you say. You do. Yes, honey, and young. Exactly. We're young, sexy, and rich over here. So beautiful and the youngest girls. Exactly. So It might have been that. Oh, no, no. Oh, you guys are so funny. Emily got people, a hit dog will holler. Oh, my Lord. You guys have me screaming, honey. Exactly, honey. Let them know, friend. You guys are so silly. Oh, my gosh. All right, y'all. This is a space of opulence. Exactly. Oh, my gosh, y'all. You said I put somebody in timeout on the channel. Oh, I felt like a baby Jameer. I was not having it. I know that's right, honey. We don't even have time. We don't even do timeout over here. Well, sometimes we'll do a timeout, but most of the time it's just a straight block. We're not going to do it. So, oh yes, they pretty much did that. They pretty much did that. I think maybe you'd be surprised. You have people who the hate runs deep. You'd be surprised. Sometimes people will wait it out. They will wait. They probably waited it out all these months to finally say something crazy. You'd be surprised. Some people's jealousy and hate is so deep. They'll wait it out for a long time to finally talk crazy. Exactly. Yeah, Jameer said no timeouts. You're just straight out of here. So, straight eviction, a doctor with a loose purse. So, but yeah, honey, I just listen, you could say a lot of things about me, but stop. Like, don't lie. You cannot, don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie now, honey. Don't lie. Because everything is on point. So we're going to leave it there. We're going to leave it there. And you better hope I don't pull that IP address up and we find out what you looking like. And I'm sure it ain't nothing nice. So, okay. Just saying. And y'all who met me in person, you know it's really hitting in person. So the camera doesn't even do me justice. Respectfully, let's move on. The flat purse Pam is sending me out. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Listen, honey. They have it wasn't even a thumbnail, it was a cartoon. It was a cartoon of bat wings or something. And they talk about they don't like my lip combo. They don't like what I'm giving today. And what are you giving any day? You probably have an ashy face looking a mess. Stop. Well, damn, that was a quick read. So, you know. Jameer, I'm screaming. So, she doesn't have threesomes and she's mad. Thank you. You said it certainly hits in person. Thank you. So, bat signal for the rest of the haters. Oh, thank you so much, Rob. I appreciate you. Girl, meeting you was everything I expected and more. No, Rob, it was a pleasure meeting you. It was a pleasure. And was meeting everybody else. Everybody was so sweet. Just straight up hating, honey. Definitely a hater. Not ashy face, honey. Bye, Ashy. Honey, they hating hard today, honey. This hair is fresh out the salon today, honey. We got a reinstall with fresh new bundles. Girl, stop. Just stop. You don't have to, it's like, but you see, honey, people just hate so bad. So you said ashy face and raggedy gums, honey. You said ashy face. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, friend. Thank you. Thank you so much. Brooke, they saw you and turned to that meme of that lady tearing down the curtains and turning over the table. Y'all are so funny. Thank you so much, friend. Oh my gosh, y'all. Where are we go? We have so much more to talk about on this recap, child. You know it, honey. A mess. They always do, honey. They always do. So thank you. You guys are very sweet. Y'all have me screaming so loud. All right, y'all. Let's. You're so sweet and speak life into your audience. Oh, thank you so much. They can't take it. They can't take it. They cannot. They just can't take it. They can't take it. It's too much for folks to handle. You know what I'm saying? So they just had enough. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Listen, honey. We gonna hear them everywhere. I love your channel for that. Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. I'm so glad y'all like the combo. No, this is not. This today. So okay, no. So it's two. It's chestnut mac and it's the lip bar. It's the lip bar. It's the lip bar over it. And then I did all MAC for the lipstick and the gloss. I have an affiliate link with MAC too. So I'll drop that. I'll drop that after this is over. So, child, let's move on, honey. Well, child, I guess mine erased theirs because they just going nuts today. So next thing somebody gonna come in and ask if you got lip fillers. They sure they're gonna be saying I got lip fillers, honey. I got Botox. I got all that stuff. So let's. Oh my gosh, y'all. It's the darkest one from the lip bar. It's like Straight Facts or something. I think that's the name of it. Child, is Gina and Emily setting their bots after you? I thought I'm doing makeup, but I don't know. My sister has done my lashes and she was like, why are they so long? Oh, you got some long lashes, friend? You got some real long lashes? Oh, lucky you. Brooke, oh yes, I have cork, I have chestnut. I keep a chestnut on me at all times. I like cork. I don't wear cork as much. I feel like cork is a little bit too light. I like a really dark liner, but I do have cork on my vanity. I do have cork, but I don't wear it. I feel like it's just too light. I feel like it's not that it's too. It's still like it's a nice color, but I feel like on me I need it to be a bit darker for me. But I do like cork. I just don't wear it as that often. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, honey. Me and Chestnut, we are locked in, honey. Locked in. Oh, hold on. Girls. Oh, yes. I like Night Moth. I wore Night Moth the other day. I did Night Moth with Creme de Nude. And then I did a clear gloss with it. No, I did Candy Box over it. That was a really cute look. You guys do know it's National Lipstick Day. So make sure to get your stock up on your lipsticks and glosses and all that at Ulta, Sephora, and MAC, at all of them, everywhere. MAC, it's 40% off at Ulta for all of them. MAC is 40% off. So make sure to restock, child, restock on all your chestnut liners. The sale ends on, I think, tomorrow. Yeah, the sale ends tomorrow, I believe. But yes, honey, if you Macy's, Ulta, MAC directly, 40% off on all the lipsticks, glosses, liners. So restock on your Chestnut, Night Moth, Cork, Whirl, all of them, honey. So do that today. I restocked. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it's everywhere. Oh yeah, honey, y'all better get on it. Get your 40% off. What? So, yes. Yeah, I want to say it ends tomorrow. The sale ends tomorrow. All of them. Ulta, Sephora, MAC, Macy's, any department store that carries like the brands. So go, make sure to shop, y'all. Make sure to shop. Oh, you like my neck combo too? Dog child. They about to come for my jewelry next, honey. They about to come for my jewelry next, child. So shout out to Apostrophe Jewelry, one of the sponsors. She had her company Apostrophe on the Step and Repeat. Apostrophe. This necklace is Apostrophe. I gave you guys the link for Apostrophe Jewelry in the last live. Shout out to Apostrophe. You see how I layered it with my Van Cleef? Baby, you see her? You see us today, honey. Thank you so much. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Y'all are so sweet. And Apostrophe is Black owned. Apostrophe is Black owned, Black woman owned. So, okay. Yes, they have beautiful, beautiful pieces, honey. Beautiful pieces. Oh, you think I do well on like a QVC? I'm screaming. Yes, honey. I have my 28,000 around the neck. Okay. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are very sweet. Oh, you are very sweet. Y'all are so sweet, y'all. Okay, y'all. Let's get back to how do we get. Oh, we had the trolls coming in. That's what we got on this. What are the likes looking like? What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean? What are the likes looking like? Oh, thank you very much. Yes, honey. Black owned jewelry. So, where were we, y'all? We were talking about Miss Shamea and K. Michelle and the foolishness of it all. Oh yes, y'all make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button. Yes, honey, we have spoilers. We had some trolls coming in the chat. We are driving like Angel all on Colorado. Back to Atlanta we go. Oh yeah, honey, let's get them likes up, child. Get them likes up, child. We have 700 folks in here. Let's get those likes up to 700. Okay. What'd you say? Hold on. You said we need to hit the like button. Can you share the handle for her business again? I'm not seeing the black business come up. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Give me a minute. Oh, wait, hold on. I can get the link right here. Sorry about that. Okay, I just dropped the link. Perfect. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's get back on. I dropped the link for Apostrophe. Black women owned. Shout out to our friends over at Apostrophe because they were one of our sponsors on the Step and Repeat. So very nice. All right, y'all. Let's get back into the recap. Where were we? We talked about everything today. So, oh, you guys are very welcome. Yes, very cute pieces. So anyhow, we have Drew. She is going over some lines with Pooch Hall, one of her former co-stars. We all remember Pooch Hall. He played Derwin in the game. If you watch the game, you all know that storyline. Drew Sidora played herself, and she was the side chick. Okay. That was cute seeing them, reconnect all these years later. So Drew says, we have a project coming up. It's a stage play called The Whispers. She says that I've been putting my head down and working really hard, taking everything that comes to me because it hasn't been easy. Ralph is fighting for primary custody. Preparing for an upcoming court date. She's trying to be the strongest that she can be for herself and her kids. She has another movie coming out with Robert Richard. We all remember Robert Richard. He was on One-on-One and Cousin Skeeter. I haven't heard that name in a while. So, a cute scene. Shout out to Drew. Someone made a great point on Twitter on Sunday night that it seems like Drew did not get that much screen time this year at all. Like we didn't really hear about her personal story a lot this time. We only saw her in group scenes, which I thought was kind of strange. You said Pooch showed up to Drew's confessional shoot and she posted a video of them dancing on her Instagram. Is cute. Oh, that's really sweet. The fact that we're getting Drew's storyline in the fourth quarter is the reason why she can go. Oh, you want her gone? I don't want Drew to go. Damn, I don't want Drew to go. I think Drew brings a lot. I just think that they kind of robbed her of screen time this year. So anyhow, we see a really touching moment with Porsha and her mom and her daughter. They are walking into Miss Diane's brand new home. They yell out surprise. Diane's like, oh my gosh, you were the pending contract? Porsha says, yup. She says in her first marriage, she was kicked out, had to move back into her mom's house. This go around, she was able to close on her mom's home, close on her mom's new home on the same morning. However you feel about Porsha, this is a very monumental moment. I think that it's beautiful. I like how, she's able to secure generational wealth, being able to buy the mom's home outright, paid for in cash. That's what we want to see. I like that. That's a blessing. It was a beautiful scene. Beautiful scene. She says the first house she was in Duluth, she still had the mortgage on it. She sold the home, took the $1 million in equity, and bought this house, but this time there's no mortgage. She's moving on up. She says the house is 100% paid for in cash. Diane was like, oh my gosh, that is a flex. However you feel about Porsha, that is a huge flex. Congratulations. That's amazing. To be able to pay for that home outright, no mortgage, in cash. Yeah, especially for a single Black woman. Yeah, she's come a long way. A long way. That's amazing. Miss Diane was crying. We have Dennis and Lauren there. Dennis says, congratulations, Porsha. Great job. Gives her a big hug. Porsha says, this is very rewarding, giving my mom this house. Say whatever you want about me, but when it comes to my mom and PJ, that's why I draw the line. Those are my hearts. We know that Porsha's going to always have a great spread. Porsha, that food looks so good. She had bruschetta, shrimp, champagne, some chicken sliders on biscuits, fresh fruit. My mouth was watering. So Dennis and Porsha are in the kitchen. Porsha's making her mom a plate. And Dennis says, I appreciate you for inviting me to this. I'm excited to be in the loop. Porsha says, although Dennis hurt my feelings, at the end of the day, Dennis is still Pilar's father. He loves my mom and my family, and I want to include him. That was really sweet. Again, I like those kind of moments. I was here for it. I think that whatever you want to say about Porsha and Dennis, I'm happy that they're able to have a very peaceful relationship. Despite them not working out, it is nice to see that they're able to be friends and joke around and have fun. Like, I'm happy that they're able to be cordial for the sake of their daughter. What are you saying, Cheap? Wait, what did you say, Cheap? Meanwhile, Kelly is couch surfing. We're going to talk about Miss Kelly. I think it was to stun on him. Oh, you think, who? Oh, stun on him as well? So you want stun on Dennis? Who was Monique? Not Monique from Potomac. Child, I am screaming at this comment right now. I am screaming at this comment. Dennis isn't broke though. Yeah, he's not. No, he's not. He's a rich man himself. Porsha clearly loves Dennis. Stun on Dennis. Dennis being there was cool too. Yeah, I was happy that they were able to, that they're able to be friends again. You said not simply Monique. I couldn't find the full name. Not Bam Bam Samuels. I'm screaming. K. Marie's comment has me yelling. Do you hear me? So now it is the night of Shamea's Halloween / rum bum launch party. Shamea says, I really want my rum to make its mark tonight. We're only drinking that tonight. I'm giving everybody a sample. Hopefully that could be my apology for making them feel uncomfortable in Scotland. Shamea, stop bringing Scotland up at this point. I don't want to hear it. So now we see Shamea's potential business partner there. Shamea is asking her about the paperwork, what's going on. The business partner says, we're going to keep our partnership, just want to separate everything. Well, now that we know that in real time, Shamea is no longer doing this partnership with Rum Bum, that was all a lie then. So now Shamea says, I want to say the course of this rum. Hopefully we can complete everything. So now we see her toasting with her business partner and Gerald. Gerald says that he likes rum bum. Now, I think that he was being nice because his facial expression looked like, what is this? Like, what am I drinking? He looks, I mean, Gerald always looks so, I don't want to say annoyed, but he always looks like, why am I here? Baby, Gerald took a sip of that rum and said this. He said, yeah, okay, yeah, good, yeah, okay. And here she's talking about some, yeah, Gerald loved it. He loved it. He loved it. I'm just like, I don't know if he loved it. Everybody had a stank face drinking it. I agree. Baby, he's very unimpressed, very much so. But the way he took that shot, he was like, she was like, you like it, babe? He was like, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. Peach is better with cognac. Yes, it is. Gerald said, beautiful gown, Sonny. Gerald better like it. He invested in it. He did not like that ish at all. So now, you guys are so silly. Shamea didn't do any research. She didn't get any focus groups neither. She didn't. Nobody wants that peach bum. Oh, no. Not that peach bum, honey. I guess, child. Cynthia was coughing after her shot. She was. You guys are so, Gerald is so stiff. So now Shamea says, he's a stubborn Kenyan man. I can't force him to support Rambam, but it's fine because I'm laying down with Gerald Minyangi every single night. Now, I thought that was like a weird statement. What does Gerald supporting your rum have to do with you sleeping with your husband every night? It was weird. And production is so shady because right after she said, I lay with Gerald every single night, when production cut to that mask and that woman screaming in the background, I lost it. In my opinion, that was low-key shade. Like, girl, we don't want to think about you and Gerald. Like, it just felt kind of shady to me. That cutaway to that mask, and like, it was shady. Production was shady. Okay, you were all confused when she said that too. You said, wait, hold on. You said, yeah, what is she implying? The cornball came out. You said, okay, girl. Yeah, there was no correlation whatsoever to that. That was an accurate reaction. Jameer, stop. It was definitely shade. Okay, you thought it was shade too. You guys are so silly. I don't know what Shmi was trying to say. It was so damn funny. Yeah, it was 100% shade. Oh, no. No, you did not. You are so silly. Oh my gosh. You guys are so funny. Oh my gosh, please. So now we have Cynthia. Cynthia shows up. She's dressed as Elmer's glue. She makes a joke saying even Ray Charles can see that this group is broken. I thought it would be fun to try and put the ladies back together again, one lace front at a time. That's why I dressed up as glue. Pinky and Derek arrived. They're both zombies. Now, I don't know if that was a part of the look, but Pinky's dress wasn't zipped up all the way. I don't know if nobody caught that. I don't. Maybe that was, a zombie with the dress half zipped up. I don't know. Pinky says our couple's costume is giving the energy in the friend group. Dead. Pinky's like, have you talked to the girls? Cynthia says, no, I haven't talked to anybody since Scotland. Shamea says, I sent everybody the invitation, and everybody said they were coming except for the big old FU from Porsha. They all laugh. Okay, you noticed that too. You said Shamea, you said Pinky's dress was a mess. I noticed it too. I saw that. I enjoyed Cynthia's look. Yeah, that was really cute. I think it wasn't zipped up all the way after they put on the mic. You said the dress was too. You said, I want Cynthia to stop pretending like she is neutral in the glue just because she says it doesn't make it reality. Yeah, Cynthia's not as neutral as she claims. Oh, she is? Oh, is that who Claudia Jordan was saying was pregnant, that she let that slip? Oh, wow. I did not even know. I didn't even, I worried that my dress would fall off. It was filmed last fall. She wouldn't have been pregnant yet. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they filmed this August through November, right? They wrapped filming before BravoCon. BravoCon was the middle of November. So she wouldn't have been pregnant then. Exactly. And she was drinking shots. So she wasn't, yeah. Yeah, I don't think, yeah, she wasn't pregnant then because she would be like 8 or 9 months now then. So they're talking about the reunion leaks. Oh, okay. I think they meant she's pregnant now. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. So now we have Porsha and Mike. We have a parallel scene. Porsha, Mike, K. Michelle, and Dr. Caston are bowling together, right? They're having a double date. Mike is just so thirsty for camera time to me. It's unsettling. And Porsha, I wish you would have gotten somebody else as your love interest because Mike is not selling it at all. Dr. Caston is always in a sweatshirt. Porsha says, I have to take PJ trick-or-treating later on tonight. So K. Michelle's being funny and says, oh, you're not going to a Halloween party? Porsha says, Jesus said no. K. Michelle says, girl, why'd you send that lady that text message? Porsha's like, what text? Kay says, like a nice lady, she invited you. And now Porsha says, wait, she showed you my text again? She's a habitual text shower. What the hell is wrong with this girl? Shamea has a bad habit of doing that. Shamea has a real bad habit of doing that. That would piss me off. Like, enough with that. That would piss me off bad. Because it's like, girl, we can't even text in peace without me having to worry about you showing it to other people. That would really piss me off. So Porsha says, by the time you talk about my mom, Pilar, my baby's father, my ex-husband, me, what do you expect? Girl, it's World War III. K. Michelle says, look, we're here to have a good time tonight. I'm here to talk to Mike about how he's treating my friend. So now we see Mike lean in to kiss Porsha. K. Michelle's like, Caston, you see that? That's that new love. So now Porsha says, wait, does he love me though? So Mike says, honestly, I am in love with her. They were all like, wait, what? Porsha was like, girl, like, hold on. She was like, how are you going to tell them, but not me in private? That feels kind of manipulative to me. I feel like it just feels I don't know. It just feels like weird. If you're going to tell me that you love me, I need the first time to be just us two, not with the whole audience. I'm just not buying Mike at all. I think that Mike is performative and this is all a performance for him. He's trying to get some screen time to be on the next reality show. Yes, he is an opportunist. He was. That wasn't in the script. Yes, he wanted to make it awkward. Yes, like a public proposal. I agree. Very thirsty. He went off script. Hey, Dark Child. Thank you so much for the super chat. I didn't find the Mike scenes this episode particularly amusing. I didn't either. Purposely trying to play with the audience intelligence is insulting. Enough is enough. This is Atlanta, not Barney and Friends. I agree. I wasn't here for it. Him telling her that he loved her. It was so fake. It was so phony. He didn't mean it at all. It was so flat the way he said it. Oh, yeah, I love her. Stop it. In the words of Mama Joyce, I think he's an opportunist. Not an opportunist. Oh, not an opportunist. Oh my gosh. That wasn't part of the contract, Mike. We will deduct your pay. Y'all are so silly. Oh my gosh. Oh, he loves that day rate, honey. Oh, oh my gosh. No, I am screaming. No, you guys have me in tears. Yes, it was very artificial. You said in the words of Mama Joyce, he's an opportunist. Mike was looking for some more oxtails to chomp down. Yes, he sure was. Oh my gosh. So now Porsha says, I've met my match because usually I move quickly in dating. I like him, but the love, I don't know yet. Porsha is not in love with this man. Please stop. So Mike's like, where do you think we are? Where do you think we're headed? Portia's stuttering and laughing. She said, we can talk about that a bit later. So now the men get up to do some more bowling, and it's just Kay, Michelle, and Porsha sitting down talking. So Kay's like, it seems like you like him. Porsha says, I do. It's just hard though, because I'm dating somebody else. So Kay, Michelle's like, wait, you're still talking to Sway? Have you chosen? Porsha says, no. I really like him though, but I saw a different side today. So Kay, Michelle says, enjoy yourself, enjoy Sway. Either way, I'm happy for you. I need Porsha to end this whole charade. She was never into Mike. Did y'all notice that during when they were all sitting down to eat, and you saw that whole platter of food? They had chicken wings, buffalo wings, burgers, fries, all that. Did you see how hungry Mike looked? The drool was coming down the side of that man's mouth. He was so happy for that free meal and that camera time. He was in all his glee. I said, my God. My God. He just seems beyond dehydrated to me. No, I'm serious. Did you see that spread? He was, his eyes were like coming out of his, head, like at the cartoons. He was in love with that food. The way he was chomping down those wings and that burger and he was like, oh, it's dinner time. It's time to eat. Like Porsha looked so annoyed. She did. Brooke, not him hungry and destitute. I hope Porsha gets a tax write-off. Oh my gosh. You guys are so silly. Mike grabbed a to-go box. He sure did. No, Wimpy from Popeye chowing down. Porsha was gagged. He was ad-libbing down. He might have said, I love the food, but said to Porsha, Brooke, you got to stop. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Y'all have me. Yes, honey, his mouth was watering and everything, honey. Like a starving con artist. Think about it. When that scene, when he was at her house and Porsha had the private chef and he made oxtail with mashed potatoes and asparagus and rice and all that good stuff, right? And the way he didn't even wash his hands when he came in, he went right to the food. He was already chomping on the oxtail. She was talking to him, didn't even get a plate. He took the oxtail out the pot and chomping down on it. And then I'm like, yeah, baby. and then had the nerve to lick his fingers like a child. And then she said, oh, you want another plate? He said, oh yeah, baby. I'll take another plate of that. Honey, that man said he is good and hungry, honey. Yeah, he didn't swallow, honey. He didn't even chew, honey. He just swallowed it like on the cartoons. Didn't even chew his food up. Just like in the cartoons. When she had the oxtail, he was like, yeah, baby. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Oh, he came with his appetite ready. Oh my gosh. He swallowed it. Yeah, he swallowed the bone and all. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he went gulp, gulp, gulp. He did. His stomach was to his back, honey. Baby, listen, honey. His belly was hitting his backbone, honey. You have me screaming. Oh my gosh, honey. Let's yes, honey. He unbuttoned his pants and everything. Took his belt off. He wolfed that food down, honey, in one bite. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That little pink blob cartoon inhaling 25 burgers and wings. Yes. Yes. Oh, mouth was like a Dyson vacuum. Okay. No, I'm telling you. Oh my gosh. Belly hitting his backbone and coming back up to the front. Y'all will not. Y'all, my stomach is hurting. Please stop. My stomach is really hurting. Stop. Like, no, I'm getting a cramp from laughing this hard. Y'all gotta stop. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I am screaming. Oh my gosh, y'all. Please. You said, girl, I baked sub sandwiches and y'all are still going. Oh, oh, you baked homemade Subway. I know that's right. You said we have Subway at home, honey. I know that's right. Oh my gosh, y'all. You guys have me yelling. All right, let's move on. Oh my, no, my stomach is hurting because I'm laughing so hard. Oh my gosh, y'all. So anyhow, where were we? You said Mike will eat them too, honey. Yeah, you better hide them sub sandwiches from Mike. He gonna eat them. She made a tuna sub. He had fruit trays down the bus stop. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. You guys are so silly. So anyhow, we're now back at Shamea's party. They're doing shots. She has 3 flavors of the rum bum: peach, tropical punch, and Kahlua Baileys. They're all testing the rums. Phaedra showed up as the godfather, right? Phaedra pulls up on them. Phaedra, I want to give you every bit of your tens. Phaedra ate this costume up. Phaedra as the godfather, I loved it. I don't care what anybody says. I thought Phaedra ate down. Phaedra ate down. That cigar in her mouth. Yeah, Phaedra did that. Phaedra, no, she looked amazing. Phaedra, you did that. I loved it. Cynthia said it's giving Don Corleone and a splash of James Brown. I said, Cynthia, don't do her. She did that. You have 50 Cent. She has the Godfather 8. She looked good. They give Phaedra a sample of rum bum. Phaedra says it tastes like Quick. Is Quick supposed to be Nesquik? I don't know what Quick was, but she said it tastes like Quick. It didn't sound like it was that tasted good. So now it's time for Kelly and Jarvis. They show up. Jarvis has a mask on. He won't take off the mask. I said they found this man off of Central Casting. Gerald and Shamea said, here's $150. Pretend like you're her boyfriend. Keep this mask on, okay? They gave him the day rate as well and a free gas card. I don't believe a word of it. Yeah, what is Nesquik? Okay. It was probably Mike. Where was I? Phaedra says, I'm glad I saw Jarvis in person, honey. He's very attractive. I don't know why he doesn't want to be seen. Maybe he's hiding from creditors or Kelly's ex-husband. Pinky's like, is this the married man? Now, I did watch Carlos King's interview with Kelly earlier today. Jarvis shows up at the end, but his face is blocked out, just like Wizard Kelly's. Carlos keeps saying how handsome he is. That seems to be the consensus, that he is a handsome man. But sometimes I feel like people will call, a man handsome just because he has, has a pulse. So we'll see when we finally see his face. But it's giving Wizard Kelly because we can't see his face. No, it is like a Wizard Kelly tease. We don't see him. We didn't see his face. You said handsome, okay, but is he paying the bills? handsome married man. If he was so handsome, why was Case looking for love in Scotland? Probably keeping up the charade. We'll be the judge of that. Carlos was saying that because he was standing right there. Whatever that means. Is he paying off that debt just because he has a face? Oh my gosh. You said, Brooke, don't say that. Don't say when you finally get to see his face, because she shouldn't be here long enough for us to see his face. If we ever see his face. You guys are so silly today. So now we have Kelly saying that I'm not hiding his face. He's not hiding his face. I am. Not because of the ladies, because of my ex. I want to protect the man that I'm in love with. Now, Kelly, in the Carlos King interview today, you said that you are hiding his face due to the ladies. You don't want anybody to see him. You don't want the ladies to see him or meet him or us. So which one is it? So now we have George remember how we found out about George? Allegedly, him and Shamea got together, even though that's a bold-faced lie. George shows up. He's dressed as the Riddler, and his wife, Ashley, is there. She's dressed as Tinkerbell. So now we see Drew arrive. Drew was giving us Cowgirl Carter. It was cute. It was a cute costume. And now we actually have Dr. Caston and K. Michelle arrive. They actually show up. K. Michelle said, I'm not going to miss this precious camera time. I know that's right. And production probably told her, girl, we don't care that you don't celebrate Halloween. You better get your behind down here and film this scene with them. Okay? So now, K. Michelle says, Caston told me, come on, let's support Shamea. This might be some rich devil-ish, but I'm going to support her trying to be the breadwinner of a house already paid off, that's already paid for. Now, K. Michelle, we know good and well, unless Shamea hits the Mega Millions tonight, I don't see her ever being the breadwinner in that marriage. And that's a good thing, in my opinion. So now Shamea thanks them all for coming to her Rum Bum launch. Then she brings up an apology. She says, I know that Scotland was heavy. I apologize for my part. They were all like, girl, enough. Drew says Shamea's apologies don't land. Take responsibility and apologize to Porsha. That's who this should be directed to, not us. I agree with Drew. Okay? So now Phaedra is asking Shamea, has she talked to Porsha since they last spoke? Shamea says no. I sent everybody the same invitation, but she responded back with F you. Cynthia says, listen, under the circumstances, her response meets the situation, okay? You talked about that girl's mama. So if she says F you, it's warranted. And Cynthia, I agree with you. All bets are off when you go below the belt like that, period. Shamea, you can't be upset that Porsha ate you up the way she did in that text because you deserved it. Drew says, yeah, that was a whole new low. It kept going deeper and deeper. So now Kelly jumps in to defend Shamea and says, okay, but everybody was crickets when your best friend, your Chi-Town honey boo-boo, said that she was sleeping with Ashley's husband, George. So now Drew's like, oh, Ashley, wait, that's your husband? Ashley says yes. So now we have Angela walk into the party. She's a cop. Angela looked good, right? Ashley says, Angela called me and asked if me and Shamea were cool, and she said, I need the tea on her. So Angela says, hey, the police are here. She says, in my training day, Denzel Washington voice, I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Angela, you didn't put a case on anybody. You made yourself look really silly and really foolish because this proved nothing. You were not vindicated at all. You were not vindicated whatsoever. So please stop. Shamea says, hey, Angela, we were just talking to Ashley about why I felt like you were doing your own investigation on me. Ashley says, when you called and asked about tea on Shamea, I didn't have any tea for you. You used my husband's name as something that was also false about Shamea that I don't appreciate. Angela says, oh, so you're saying that I asked about tea on Shamea, but I asked you, did you know Shamea? Ashley says, well, for me, that's asking if you have tea. Angela says, let's take this back now. She said that I said that you said that she was effing your husband, and I didn't say that. Angela, Please, Angela, you had me and everybody else confused. I was lost. We lost the plot. I was so confused. Now it's a game of telephone and semantics. Well, you said that, I said that, she said that, he said that, you slept with her man and he slept with that one. It's like, girl, we're so confused right now. Let's wrap this up. You were caught in a lie. You make no sense. You're not vindicated. I was so over it. Baby, I was lost too. This scene was in disarray. It was. Asking if you know somebody's not the same as asking for tea on them. But I'll say this though, that's true. But I'm sure that Angela definitely implied in her tone if she knew something about Shamea, in my opinion. We know how messy Angela is. I'm not going to hold you. We can skip past this scene. I was bored to tears. I was so over it. Angela was confusing everybody. Kelly says, baby, that lie's just as short as your heel. Angela had on kitten heel boots. I've never seen thigh-high kitten heel boots. Angela had on thigh-high leather boots with a heel height of 0.7 centimeters. Oh my gosh. A little kitten booty. Yes, honey. Thigh-high kitten heels is wild. Oh my gosh. Angela says, and it's as short as your lease on your house, because this is your landlord, right? Pointing to Shamea. Now Kelly, you know Angela's quick with the read, so. But I will say though, Kelly did get one in with that kitten heel boot jab. That was a good one. But Angela ate her right back up. Kelly says, you don't know nothing about my lease, Officer Oakley. And so Angela says, you don't have a house or a husband, Kelly. Kelly says, your husband don't even want to wake up to you in the morning. Angela says, girl, he's outside. He's outside. So we see that 5 minutes before she came in, Charles is in the car and he's asking her, when are you going to be done? And she says, I should be done in about 30 to 40 minutes. Why doesn't your husband want to come and film the scene with you? I mean, I said, wow, he wants to stay in the car. He doesn't want to come that bad. I would be upset about that. I said, what a mess. So Cynthia says, listen, everybody, Ashley is here. We want to hear what she has to say. Ashley says, the lie is George and Shamea having a sexual relationship. That's a complete lie. Angela's like, today or previously? Ashley says, previously ever. Angela says, respectfully, honey, his name precedes you. What he's done in the streets precedes you. No disrespect to you. Angela, I wouldn't say anything about somebody's husband's reputation precedes them when you're married to Charles Oakley. There has been cheating, and more infidelity when it comes to you and Charles. You hounded the man, chased the man down for 15 plus years. You finally got him. You finally lassoed him to get you to the altar. You know, I wouldn't say too much about somebody's reputation precedes them because Charles is infamous. Okay? Also, I don't think that anybody believes that George and Shamea ever slept together. Even when Shamea was a single gal, I don't think she slept with him. So Shamea says, well, he's here. You guys can ask him for yourself. So George pops up, says, hi, I'm George. Shamea's like, listen, she's saying that you and I had a sexual relationship. Angela says, and that you said you had to pay her. So George is like, oh my gosh. Angela says, do you remember saying that? George says, I would never say that. So now Angela interrupts him and says, but you said it at your event. So now Ashley interjects and says, but even if he did say it, it wasn't like she got to give me some pussy or any of that for some money. So Cynthia's like, what was said, George? We need to find out, get to the bottom of this. So George says, yes, I said a joke at my event. That's it. Cynthia says, so this does make sense. Angela wasn't lying. So Drew says Angela's been vindicated. K. Michelle says, delusions on delusions on delusions for Drew to say that Angela's been vindicated. It's not adding up. Shamea's like, I never F this man. K. Michelle says to Ashley, please tell these people your husband did not go into nobody's hot pocket. Ashley says he did not go into Shamea's hot pocket. Angela says, he said it on a mic at a charity event. She looked so good, I had to pay her. Shamea says, that's not what he said. He said, Shamea's about her money. You got to pay her. Shamea said, I used to do the team bonding events for his attorney's office. That's it. Angela says, this was not a charitable donation. Angela, let it go. Angela, let it go. Angela wasn't lying about what he said, but she was lying by implying a sexual relationship. Listen, thank you. Angela put sauce on it and George is a weirdo. Yeah, no, that's the long and the short of it. This whole thing is so stupid. He made a joke. And for Angela to say, well, no, he said that, she looked so good, I had to pay her. Angela, good and well, it was a joke. It was said in jest. Enough. I'm sorry. Angela was not she was not vindicated to me. George was happy to be filmed though. Oh yeah, you can tell that George was hoping to be on the show. He was hoping for Ashley to be on the show. My issue with Angela is, why is your first thought to that comment that Shamea and George are having sex? Like, girl, you reached far with this. I agree. George seems very crafty. I mean, he called his wife a prostitute. I miss the old RHOA. You said, I don't even get why this became such a big deal. Infidelity accusations are the most common insults on this show and have been made by everybody to everybody. But for some reason, this one was too much. I agree. What a weird thing to say at your event. Listen, I get it. But Angela put hot sauce. She put Frank's red hot sauce on this whole entire thing. Period. End of story. This was just dumb. This was a non-factor of a storyline. It was stupid. Yes, it's tired. Those kitten heels had Angela reaching super far. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. George and his wife were happy to be on there. I agree. So now George says, I'm out of here. Him and Ashley leave. Pinky says, come close. George looks like he'd pay for the Hot Pocket. And he does give that. K. Michelle says, that's a pretty little Tinkerbell. After seeing him and seeing her, this is about the money. There's no way you're with that pudgy little bald head man and you're in love with him. Well, okay, somebody could ask, is it money when it comes to you and Dr. Caston? Because you're a beautiful woman. So same could be, let's move on. But I was screaming at K. Michelle's comment. Oh, okay, listen, friend. You said K tried it. The nerve. A launch party for a product with no contract. How dreadful. K. Michelle has some nerve. Caston looks a fool and you walking around with him. I am screaming. Oh my gosh. Throwing stones from a glass house. Y'all have me in tears today. Where is Kenya or Nene to hold Angela accountable? Because they would have made Angela clear that up fast. So now, Phaedra says, can we agree that this has been tabled? Angela says, every time we table something and every time we try to rebuild, she feels like she's ambushed. She feels like she gets ambushed. Shamea says, I would love for us to get to a respectful place. But even now, she says, I'd like an apology to move forward, but she's going to stab me in the back. She says, I'm not asking for tea on any of y'all. I don't need to call around. Angela says, it's not around. I walked out the door. I didn't go far. I walked next door. They all laugh. So now Kelly brings up Angela's kitten heel boots. I could not stop laughing. So now Shamea says, let's all try some rum bum. Shamea has a stage. They all get on the stage. And she calls them up. She calls out their names. She's doing this whole guessing game of who can figure out, who can guess whose butt, right? Now, mind you, we have Dr. Caston yelling out Phaedra's name. K. Michelle says, oh yeah, you love older women. You like Phaedra. He likes Phaedra a lot. Phaedra's bad. So now they play the game about match the bum to the body, whose bum belongs to who. So they bring out the first butt mold. I guess I should say bum mold. I guess butt mold sounds terrible. They bring out the first mold. Let me just say mold. This was so stupid. It was stupid. Kelly clowning her own ass. No, she was so embarrassed. This was so crass and tacky. My God, do better. A weird party. So they bring out the first mold. They said, who do you think it belongs to? Do you think it's Cynthia's or Pinky's? Pinky says she has a teddy bear booty. I don't know whose mold was the first one. Let me know. I didn't. Whose mold was it? I forgot. Was it Cynthia's or Pinky's? The second booty they bring out. Kelly says it's giving flat back number 2. She says it's Drew. Kelly, stop. Drew says I'm gonna go with misproportioned. Kelly, the way you read yourself, because they said that it was your butt. Oh, Pinky's was first. Okay. It was Kelly's butt. So Kelly, you read yourself. They bring out the third mold and we have Gerald interrupt. He says, I hate to interrupt, but I have a special surprise. So they all get off the stage. They all go out to the driveway. Drew's like, did Gerald buy you another car? Now, I was shocked that Gerald actually took the mic and talked. I said, he said, sorry to interrupt. I have a surprise for you ladies. He said 7 words. Gerald said 7 words, more than his usual 3. I said, wow, ain't God good. I said, ain't God good, honey. Gerald said 7 words. But I don't know, why do we need Gerald to talk about a surprise that wasn't even for his wife? Gerald took the stage, honey, took charge, okay? Gerald on the mic, honey. He gave us more than, yeah, okay, yeah. He said 7 whole words, honey. Yes, honey, I was so proud, had me tearing up, honey. Not Gerald said Kimora is across the street. The whole thing was weird. Yeah, he needed to put a stop to the nonsense. Gerald said enough. He did. Not doing a word count on Gerald, honey. I had to. Yes, he smiled. He smiled. Gave us something. Gave us a smile. There was some light behind the eyes, and he gave us 7 words. We are cooking with gas, honey. Cooking with gas. You said Brooke's impressions are hilarious. Thank you, Gerald. I fulfilled my contract, honey. Good for Gerald. Gerald was over the bum contest. Yes, honey, he was in a good mood. He was in a pleasant mood. Not you sit up and clapped, honey. You guys are so funny. So now they get out to the driveway and it's a horse. We're not even going to talk about this. This was so stupid. It's that random guy his name is Terry. He got the horse for Drew. First of all, we find out that her hairstylist, Walter, set them up on a date, and and the guy, Terry, stood her up. That man could not even get a hello out of me. He stood you up. Why are you hugging him, Drew? This was so weird. I thought I was in the Twilight Zone. It was so weird. K. Michelle says, not in her fake Beyonce world. Nobody believes it, Drew. You rented this out. You've got to better produce. This man did not buy you a horse. Now, K. Michelle, I feel like you're too hard on Drew, but we see each other. This was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. This was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. First of all, Terry's weird. We know that he's a clout chaser. He was pillow talking. He was kissing and telling. He used to be, he was Nene's fling. He was hooking up with Nene right after Greg passed. And remember he went on Tasha K's show and he showed the pictures of them in bed together. He's a clout chaser and a weirdo. I don't even know why he's on getting screen time. Yeah, they could have cut this scene out. It made no sense at all. Drew likes a bum. Yeah, he was Nene's fling. They were sleeping together. Yep, he was with Nene. Yep, he took a picture of her sleeping and everything. Just who does that? That's why, you got to be so careful about who you date or have a fling with. You sleep with them. You got to be real careful about who you date when you're in the public eye, because folks out here are treacherous. He took a picture of her. You know, she's sleeping, her mouth's open, bonnets on her head. She should have sued him for that. Hey, Dark Child, thank you for the super chat. Brooke, please decipher this horse scene. I was super lost. Still don't know who. I still don't know who was who or what was what. Friend, we're confused together. I'm confused by the whole entire thing. This made no sense. This horse scene made no sense. All I know is he used to be with Nene. He was Nene's boy toy before she got with her, the other guy that she's been dating for all these years. A mess. He probably doesn't have anything to sue for. This was a mess. This whole thing was so stupid. Shamea says, I'm happy Rum Bum got launched. The only hiccup was Drew and the horse. Don't bring no horse to somebody else's house. Let me be delusional. Think you guys all have fun. And that's the end of the episode. Thank you. Thank you. They cut the traders event, but left this nonsense in. Exactly. What was Nene doing with him? Just, having a little fling. That was it. Why did Gerald say I have a surprise? I agree. I was annoyed by that. And also Gerald is so no nonsense. I'm surprised that he even allowed that. I'm surprised he didn't say, no, get this horse out of my get this horse out of my house. This is not for my wife. Like, get this away from us. Like, we don't want the horse. Who is this man? Who is this random man, outside our gates with this horse? Like, what is going? I'm surprised that Gerald did not put a stop to that. I'm really surprised by that. It was a very peculiar episode. Her thirsty hairdresser thought he was doing his big one by giving him the drop on Drew's costume, so he brought Mr. Ed. The bum contest, the horse, Gerald speaking, odd scene. I'm screaming at you putting Gerald in it. Yeah, he was awful. You don't do that. That's why you got to make these men sign an NDA if you're in the public eye, because that is evil for somebody to take a picture of you while you're sleeping with your mouth open, no makeup on, bonnet, hair in a bonnet. You don't do that. The way Shamea lied saying it launched. I don't care to see a damn Clydesdale. I'm screaming. I think production and Shamea put him up to it. Production shopped and screwed this episode. They did. If Shamea really wanted to gag, she would have said, I guess Porsha showed up after all. I guess she didn't want no more smoke with Porsha. I guess she said, let me leave that alone. Let me not put she don't want that smoke with Porsha and her fans. So she thought the better of it to not say that. Now I'm looking at Gerald and Shamea. Why is this horse here? Rando with the horse. Gerald couldn't take any more of the bum contest. I'll take the bum contest over some weirdo with a random horse. And one of y'all said, that was the skinniest horse I've ever seen in my life. I said, you're right. That horse was tiny. Child. Someone said that was the tiniest horse they've ever seen. There were bums inside the party and out. Episode is full of clout chasers. Child, that poor horse. Rent a man, rent a horse. And that horse broke the fourth wall and looked at the cameras as if to say, help me. That My Little Pony ass horse needed some pellets. Yeah, honey, Mike's eating up all the food. He's eating for two. Eating for him and the horse. Oh my gosh. And it was stressed out with the bright lights and the loud sounds. That horse looked like he was running around free. And the cheapest horse he could get. What a flop of a party. Jesus. Even the horse was there for craft services. Oh, Gerald was trying to end the party. Y'all go outside, look at the horse, and head home. You know what? When you put it like that, you're right. When you put it like that, you're right. Oh my gosh, y'all have me screaming. Oh, no. Y'all have me screaming, honey. Oh, no saddle either. Too many extras on this episode. You said the Green Man, Magic Mike, Tinkerbell, the horse. Jesus. And don't forget Jarvis. Gerald locked the gates after that. I am screaming, honey. The horse gave nothing to see here. Gerald saw his chance, honey. Maybe that's why Gerald started smiling. Gerald said, by any means necessary, get in your cars over here. Yeah, Peach, I think you're right. Peach, I think you're right. Gerald saw that horse and said it was like perfect excuse. I think, Peach, you're right. By Uber, by car, by horse, party's over. What in the lions and tigers and bears? Oh my. Y'all have me yelling so loud. Y'all said Gerald took his chance, honey. Oh, you said Gerald had a long talk with Shamea that night. Yeah, he probably did. Gerald said, get out. Oh my gosh. You said Gerald said, like, keep the horse outside, get the people outside, lock the gates behind you. Gerald saw a chance and went for it, honey. Next time I have a party, want people to leave, I'm hiring a horse. Gerald closed the gates and said, congratulations, happy birthday, whatever that means. Gerald says, scram, honey. That was his version of cutting the lights off. Gerald said, you better hop on Black Beauty and get the F out. Not the horse's name. Oh, you have me screaming. He said, shoo, honey. Gerald locked. Oh, Lord, y'all are too much today. Jesus. Gerald seems like he scolded Shamea. I'm disappointed in you. You know, he locked them doors when everybody went outside. Gerald said, party is over. He's like, follow the horse, goodbye and good night, honey. Gerald said, it's bedtime. The youngest horse, honey. The youngest horse to date, honey. Y'all are so silly. You guys are so silly today. Oh, my gosh. Oh, hey, Carly C. Thank you for the super chat. I think it's the opposite. I think she's always been the cool girl in high school and now can't stand that she's not the it girl now. She is spoiled. Okay, I think that she was popular growing up. Maybe it's that. Who knows? Hey, Dream Girl, thank you for the super sticker. Hey, the sarcastic one, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Brooke, have you heard about all the deed theft they're doing to elders with paid off brownstones out of Brooklyn and Harlem? Yes. Oh my gosh, hold on. Not to segue back onto this, but quickly before we depart from each other, what they're doing to that man, that older Black gentleman who has his brownstone paid off in Brooklyn, and they said that they took his house from under him because they said he didn't pay his Con Ed bill. That is so evil. That man said, I pay all my bills on time. My house is paid off. They're doing that to that other elderly Black woman, saying that her brownstone is being seized or foreclosed on, and it's been paid off for years. It's evil. It's pure evil, honey. They are doing an evil work. They are trying to get us out. It is sick. It is evil. We'll talk. Shamea said she was a late bloomer. Yeah, she did. She said that on Carlos King's show. Honey, it is evil, honey. HOA's been trying to do this too. It is evil. That horse is giving NYC carriage ride. Oh my gosh. It is so evil. You said in her Carlos King interview, Shamea was never popular. Yeah, she said she was a late bloomer. Yes. There's an organization. They made noise on TikTok. They have the news. They got the ABC 7 o'clock. There's ABC 7 news on the case. Hopefully there will be a good update soon, but there have been organizations helping them. So Lord willing, they'll be in their house, back in their house soon, but just a mess. Yes, we can't properly talk. Listen, child. Shamea said in her Carlos interview that she was lame when she was younger. Yes, Porsha and her sister were the cool girls. Very true. You said who's behind this? You know who's behind this. No, listen, honey. They tried to. This is your mom. She had to do something regarding the taxes or insurance on her house. Found out that a woman with bum ass kids that had the same name as her changed the name. Oh my gosh, are you serious? It is treacherous. No, the way they are trying to do this to Black folks who own their property, it's a sickness. This is a sickness. Child. Honey, yes, that's it. And they have no soul. They have no souls. and they don't realize that they're going to answer to the Lord about this, and they're not going to be seeing the pearly gates either. These folks are behaving like there is no God. It's just, this is just so evil. It is so evil. I can't. Yes, so I know for that case, I believe that man has gotten his house back, but they put a foreclosure sign and locked him out of his own home, paid off home in Brooklyn, lying on him saying he didn't pay a utility bill, a bold face, like he had all his proof, went down to the news station. One thing I love about our news station here in New York, ABC7, they will help you. They have his, they fixed his situation. It's happening everywhere. It's sick. Yes, honey, that's it. Listen, for eternity at that. People now have to get title protection insurance, and they're trying to override that, these evil people. Yes, exactly. Child, I know, baby, they are going to bust hell wide open. Like the doors to hell are going to be bust wide open. These folks are going, it's just so evil what they are doing. Yes, they're doing it to Black seniors. Yes, they are doing it to seniors because they want those houses so bad, and they know that the seniors are passing it down to the people, to their family members, and the next generation. It's so sick. It is, they're trying to stomp out generational wealth, property. It is sick. They just want to build up more condos and apartments and townhouses and jack up the price 30 times more. No, for real. Listen. For real. Oh my gosh, I read up on that. They were saying that make sure that your parents have their homes like in a trust. It's something else because they're doing that now. If your parents go and your parents have their property, Medicare is coming and swooping them up. Yes, I saw that. That is wild. Y'all, you got to stay prayed up, honey. Prayed up. That's exactly what it is. They don't want to see us with any sort of wealth. It is sick. It's a sickness. You need it in a trust or get your name on the deed. Must place them in a trust. Yes, honey, sitting on, because why are you charging $4,500 for a studio that's only 375 square feet? Stop it. Stop it. Listen, honey, make sure your parents have life insurance and wills. It is. It really is. He's clinging on to this life because that's what these folks cling on to this life, because they know where they're going when this life is over. That's why folks are clinging to this life so hard. Because when you know you're going, it's like, okay, obviously nobody's in a rush to pass away, but you have peace. But when you know that he knows where he's going. That's why he's so scared to pass away. That's what these folks are sitting up there getting all sorts of heart transplants. Remember that? We talked about that a few lives ago. We talked about that a few months ago. Remember that? Holding on for dear life, honey. 99 years old, getting their 12th heart transplant. We talked about that. We had to speak in code about that. I said, because I said, make sure on your license, when they ask you that question, you better check no. You know what I'm saying? Listen, honey, I'm telling you. It should be in a trust. Trusts are good for tax issues. Exactly. And we're going to always win. Exactly. Yes, that's exactly the Millie, we see that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. They're clinging on to this temporary, they sure are. Yes, they okay, hold on. That's exactly what it is. Let's really get into it. Let's really we can't talk here. We'll talk. But that's exactly what it is. Because because when buildings, these new buildings are only filled up 10%, you have a new building with what 400 units and only 40 units are occupied. That's exactly what Ella will talk. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Oh, your friend's parents had legally divorced and the mother was sick so they wouldn't lose the house. I felt so bad. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Oh my gosh. Yes, Jameer, every single time. Y'all, I'm serious, y'all. And I'm glad that you guys knew exactly what I was talking about. I didn't have to say it out loud. Yes, that's all it is. That's all it is. Yes, because they always say we have 5,000 square feet for retail space. If you want to put your retail or restaurant in the apartment building, and it's just empty, honey, just tumbleweeds just floating through, a mess. They sure won't. They sure won't. Brooke, do you have a Discord so we can all talk? I don't have one. I don't. Child, it's just a mess. You said, wait, what are we checking? Oh, I'm talking in code. I'll let Jameer or somebody tell you in the chat what we're talking about. It's what we're not checking. You said, look them in the eyes when I say no. Okay, listen. Jesse, you are so silly. Jesse said, no, honey. Oh, wow. No, Discord is worse than Patreon. People will snip and clip. Just do live shows. Okay, sounds good. I live in one of those buildings in Atlanta. Trolls will go anywhere for the tea, honey. Mm-hmm. Empty, dusty homes in Southern California that are being bought and no one is living in them. Well, yeah, you have a lot of these companies buying these homes. They're just homes just bought by all these companies. It's sick. Yeah, I've heard that. So yeah, I have no desire. Yeah, if it's not broke, that's how I feel. I feel that same way. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Exactly. We see each other. So, child, we just talked about everything, didn't we? Yes, they do. Listen, all we can do is pray. Just we have to stay prayed up because it's just, there's just so much craziness happening in this world. Live every day to the fullest. Enjoy your life because it's just terrible. Yeah, we talking about that, child. You said same in London. People just buying homes, letting them sit. Housing crisis everywhere, and it's predominantly in certain areas. Mm-hmm. Yes, I will. Yes, we'll discuss it there. We will. We'll discuss it at. Yeah, we sure will. We sure will, Rob. Hajime really fighting for his life here on Discord. I'm screaming. Yeah, no, I've never. It's never appealed to me. Don't worry. I won't do it. Oh yeah. See, okay, you don't have to tell me twice. I'm not doing it. So don't even worry. Thank the Lord. Yeah, no, don't worry. I will not be, honey. No, no, you don't listen. The name doesn't even sound right to me because like Discord, the thing about the meaning of Discord is Discord, it's like strife and craziness. Like I don't even like the name of the platform. So you don't have to worry about me doing it. I've said no, I'm not doing it. Don't even worry. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So did I see the first episode of London? I love the wealth, but the ladies are just okay to me. I'll give it another few episodes. I only watched a snippet. I didn't watch the whole episode. If you or your family owns property, check if your county has alert systems that send emails anytime a deed notice or notice a default or other documents are recorded in your name. Okay, that's good to know. That's very good to know. Thank you for this information. The name doesn't sound right. Yeah, the name doesn't sound right at all. Just off the name alone, I'm not doing it. Yes, honey, that's very much so. Very much so. We go right here on YouTube. Exactly. Yes, honey, we're one band, one sound. Yeah, the name is evident. That doesn't even sound right. Discord. I don't want Discord in my life. I'm not gonna get on a platform called Discord. No. While trust can't save you from fraud, it makes it harder. That's very good to know. Sounds like mess, division, and conflict at your fingertips. No, it's true. It's very true. How do we have OC but no Dubai or even Houston? I don't know if we'll ever get Houston. I'm thinking of Ladies of London. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Q. I mean, yeah, I think that I like to talk about a good mix of stuff. Not Discord again. It's a no. Child, listen, we've been here for a while. Oh, thank you. Well, friend, I'm glad that you were able to clean, bathe your baby, prepare dinner. Now I'm heading out now. It's Discourse, not Discord. Wait, that's the name of the platform? Well, everybody keeps calling it Discord. Either way, I don't want it. Either way, Discord. God bless. I'm gonna pass on that. Like Aretha Franklin said, I'm gonna pass on that one. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. I'm going to get off of here. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a great time. We really talked a whole lot about everything. And y'all, again, Discord, Discourse, I'm not doing it. No, you said the name is Discord. It's not Thank you, Osmond. It's not happening. It's Discord. It's for gaming teams. No, it's Discord, baby. Listen, y'all. I will see y'all soon, and we will talk soon. Okay? Maybe I'll do a live tomorrow talking more about some hot topics, whatever have you. I know Candace did an interview talking about her time on Potomac and how it was stressful. So we can talk about that. We'll talk. So I'll see you guys either tomorrow or if not next week. But we'll see each other. All right? But I hope you guys had fun. I will see you soon. Jameer, I'm screaming. More like disinterested. Yes, Jameer. Exactly. Yes. We'll talk about that. We'll talk. Well, I don't know if we'll talk about that because I don't want them getting mad at me. Just a mess. But we'll talk, y'all. Have a great rest of your evening, y'all. I hope you guys had fun. I had a great time. We will see each other real soon. Lord willing, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then next week. Okay? All right, guys. Bye, guys.